humanity survived. Our ancestors have destroyed the world, and we had to pay the price. With over 100 years without sunlight, but we have prepared ourselves for our chance to make things right. They stole from us a life of happiness. Still, we will make the best of it. Even though Mother Earth is grim and tainted, we have managed to survive. And we will keep surviving.
Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and we are checking out a new game on the stream tonight. This is, of course, Endzone, A World Apart. It's out in early access now. It just came out, I want to say like a week or two ago. I'd had a chance to toy around with the game just a little bit so I could kind of see how it worked. The developer of the game was kind enough to share a code for me to access the game, so thank you very much for that. But I haven't really gotten enough into the game to see a whole lot about it yet. So this is going to be kind of an experimental stream where we'll get a chance to sort of play around and see how it works. This is sort of an apocalyptic city builder game, very reminiscent of Surviving the Apocalypse. Has a lot of elements that are very similar with The Banished as well, so you'll probably see a lot of those in this game if you're familiar with those games as well. But welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far, or if you're watching this on the channel afterwards, welcome as well. Special thanks, as always, to our top tier Mistakes Were Made channel members, Sebastian, Zirian Zelos, Asgen Carlson, Mattia Z, Crystal, Nabs1, The Scrub, Still Snow, Toolkit71, and Kathleen Hart. Thank you, as always, for all the support. Very much appreciated. So we're going to start a brand new game today. Like I said, I did play this just a tiny little bit so I could see how the game elements worked a little bit, but I don't really know a lot about the game, so we'll kind of learn as we go. I should expect to see some failure and some disaster. And if we can find some cars to blow up, we'll figure out how to do that too. We'll see how all that goes. I'm going to leave all the settings the same just as they start out, because I don't really want to tweak it. But you can actually adjust all these things. You have like more lakes, forests, more ruins, more or less of all this stuff. So it is pretty customizable that way, which is kind of neat. And then we're going to rename our settlement to Car Wreck, because that's how we play most games. I don't think this game has any cars in it, but if there are any, we'll find a way to smash them, the same as we do in other games. Ooh, new things. What's Metal Tool? I don't know. Fox, but man with the plan. Hey, Charles D, how you doing? Very Fallout heavy inspired with the decor. Yeah, I mean, it's apocalyptic, so, you know, it's the idea is that they blew everything up, right, with nuclear bombs or whatever. This looks like a good place to settle. You know what we learned in the Endzone? Basic needs come first and foremost. We have to build a water and food supply, and then what? And then they're not going to tell me anything more. All right, so again, this is going to look really, really reminiscent to Surviving the Aftermath. But what I have noticed is there does seem to be a little bit of a higher level of detail. So this is like our starting encampment area. This little bus wreck here acts as our initial storage area for supplies and stuff. But we need to get all the basic necessities for people to live in. How they got the bus wreck out here when they were like 100 years underground in a bunker, that I'm not sure about. But we'll figure it out. There is a car here, and look, I think there might even be cars over here. These are cars here. Car wrecks. Okay, we're gonna destroy all kinds of cars today, just not in the way we customarily do. So, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll smash some of those. Around the map, there are also these like points of interest that are like wreckage and stuff too, that we can sort of go to gather additional resources. As per the thumbnail, there are some like nuclear power plants and stuff you can find sometimes on the map. I don't know what this one has on it because it's sort of randomly generated. There's a military base over there. But even like you can zoom in and get some pretty decent detail in here. It's kind of cool. Nathan with the super chat. Magic. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate the super chat. Thanks for the support. I don't see a nuclear power plant on this map. Maybe it's just hiding in a little corner we haven't seen yet. Nope, there it is. Right on the edge. So they got all these nuclear plants and stuff. I like how close you can get in on the detail to kind of zoom in. That's a little bit different than some of the other games that I mentioned. But it does look pretty cool. Let's get stuff started here. The first thing we need for our settlers. How do we get? Should be a way to like. There we go. Target back on them. Okay, so we're gonna need food food and water and shelter. I guess we'll start on the water first. This has quite a bit of detail too in terms of like giving people individual jobs and stuff. You can assign different numbers of people to different tasks in your colony. We have 10 settlers to start with, but not a lot else. So let's go ahead and work on water. Water everywhere. So we're gonna need a cistern, I guess, to kind of store the water in. We'll build that near the water, but I'm gonna work on we'll put the jetty in first because the jetty is gonna give our people the ability to go out into this fancy little lake here and collect stuff. If I can remember how to turn, there we go. So using this, they can go out on the water and they can collect water. Imagine that. And they'll bring it all back here and store it in this little cistern we can stick back here. It does have an indicator that shows like like a green side. I don't know if that's supposed to be like roadside or what the deal is, but we'll set it up that way. Still Snow with the super chat. Good morning, everyone. Stay safe. Thanks, Still Snow. Appreciate the super chat. I hope everyone's had an okay week, all things considered. You know, despite the troubles in the world. There is a way to build roads in here, I think. If I can figure out how to do that. Community stuff, no. Water, food, resources, housing, logistics. There we go. Dirt road. Okay, let's give them a dirt road to get. No, I guess I can't build on this area. Nope. Alright, I can't build that. Define starting point, define end point, or end mode, define end point. Oh, there we go. I was trying to click and drag, but it's not click and drag. It's just click and move in place, I guess. And we'll plan to have like a dirt road go around this little bus thing here. Since this is, no, that didn't work. There we go. Okay, so let's get started on that. Get out of that mode. They're gonna need housing and stuff too, as well as like food. So for food, we have a couple different options. We can do fishing, which is nice because we got the water right here. We can do hunting, but we actually have to find animals and actually target the hunting area where the animals are roaming around. Otherwise, they don't have stuff to hunt. So you can find like, I think there's like deer and some wild pigs and stuff that you can hunt in the game. As soon as we see some of those, we can consider doing that. We can also plant crops, like in terms of farming and things, which, you know, it's, I guess, to be expected. Let's plan to do our housing in this lower area over here. So we'll try to do sort of concentrate our housing areas down here. We'll give them a little roadway. And then we'll work on, let's see, we have 3 different options here. Cabin, small cabin in which settlers can live and start a family. Settlers only move in as a family. Houses 2 adults and 3 children. The sturdy house requires plastics, which we don't have yet. We'll have to scavenge some of those things up. The Simpsons fish. It's Blinky! Blinky the 3-eyed fish. Apparently he's not very tasty. If Mr. Burns is to be believed anyway. Are you saying I'd blow up the roads? I know what you're talking about. And then we have these shelters. A large camp that could be used as a large number of settlers. Each one of these houses is 25. We have 10 in total right now. Let's see if we can see what the split is here. 10 settlers. There should be a split where we can see, like, oh man, you can even get individual names of all these people. That's crazy. Oh, 5 children and 10 adults. So it doesn't even count the children as settlers. So we're going to have... If I do the cabins, I'm going to need like 5 of them in order to house everybody. They only move in as family units. So I guess we'll do that. I don't really have other housing options available for them right now. Let's swing this around. Okay. So do 1, 2. Stick 4 of them there, and I guess I'll put the 5th one up here. Okay, so if they get those built, I don't know whether we're going to have enough materials, but we'll find out soon enough, I guess. Then they can start to do that. Some duct tape. Can you rename the settlers? I think you can. It kind of looks like it anyway. Let's see. Yeah, we can. So this one here, for example, if I really wanted to, could be Rabbit Dog. Bam. So we can rename all the settlers. I don't know how quickly we accumulate settlers and how often they die off. So I'm not sure how worthwhile it would be to name them all, but I guess we'll see. In terms of jobs, I should make sure I have people assigned to things. So we got 5 people collecting water. We got the other 5 working on building. And then we'll have to assign them different jobs as they complete things. Otherwise, nobody will do anything. They're just going to saunter around my camp and act all lazy and stuff. If you're sick, you die in Cryptic Town. That's right. We have no medical facilities here. We don't even have water yet, and they're still working on that. Probably should have assigned some people jobs before I started building houses, but... Oh, man, they build fast. Alright, good deal, people. Way to do all that building type stuff. Hopefully they'll have housing now. I don't see any notifications saying that nobody does have any. Okay, so... Water and stuff is okay. We are going to need to work on... I think there's a way to set gathering points here somewhere. That we can send people out to, like, gather berries and things. Like little ants running around. Yeah, I mean, we can zoom in and see them a little bit better. Look at them scurry. Take that road. Do my bidding. Little minions. We're going to need them to, like, repopulate and stuff. So the children will grow up to be adults, and the adults will have more children, and... I think new settlers and stuff can arrive and stuff also, so we kind of get that benefit. Up at the top here is where we have our update for all the stuff that we have. So we have like our water and food here. There's wood, scrap. These are tools, which I guess they use to improve productivity, radiation protection, medication, cloth, metal, plastic, electronics, and then charcoal over here. These ones are more advanced stuff, so we're going to work on getting like the basic supplies. Oh, there's some like goats or something here. No, they're deer. Yeah, see? Here's the deer. So, if we could set this as a hunting area, for example, if we had a hunting cabin, and then they would go hunt those deer. Maybe we should consider doing that. Although, I think I'm going to work on a fishery as our first source of food. Let's do a little fishing hut here. I wonder what can I build it, like, right through a tree? That'll be interesting to find out. I guess I've got to, like... Alright, that will work, I guess. Fishing hut efficiency 100%. I should probably keep this as close as I can to the water. We'll build it right there. That way we can try to crowd as many fisheries around this lake as we can possibly manage. Get as much food as we can. Marcus, hey CrypticFox, hey everyone. Shout out to the mods. Wield your wrenches of justice. Thanks, Marcus. I get goats and deer confused all the time. Well, we were zoomed way out. I mean, they could have been goats. Don't mock me. Don't you mock me. Alright, so I gotta remember how we set gathering tasks. Building and tasks. Oh, tasks are down here. Okay, so we can have gather wood, gather scrap, gather plants. Let's set up some wood gathering over here. Whoop, that was not what I wanted. Let's relocate this. Change field of work. We'll get them gathering wood over in this space here. That'll kind of free up a little room for us to do some stuff. We're going to gather scrap from over here. We'll start our car demolishing. That will be very handy. And then we can gather plants and stuff as well, so we can get some food that is not grown by us. And that will be good too. The builders, well, once they finish building this, well, we can reassign them. And we'll get them working on gathering stuff instead until we get a few more people in anyway. Bets on time for the first mistake. I probably have already made the first mistake. So we need fishers and we need gatherers. So we have no gatherers, no fishers. All is good. Things are not gonna go well. People never leave. Is this game good? It depends on what you like. I mean, it's if you like city building style games, then yeah, it's pretty good. It has a very similar level of detail to Surviving the Aftermath. It's got and Banished. The graphics in it are kind of nice. I like that. It's got some interesting challenges to it in terms of like droughts that come along and world events and things that happen. But I haven't played enough into it yet to know a ton about it. So I'm still kind of just figuring things out. See, look. Oh, no, those are deer again. I was going to say, those are goats. They're very white looking. It's a very white deer. I don't get that, but all right. Oh, look at this, like clouds coming in. Down at the bottom here is where we can see our weather patterns. So we can see that there's going to be no rain, rain. It shows our current weather and all that kind of stuff. Soil moisture is something else we have to pay attention to because the soil moisture will affect our harvesting, our crops and stuff when we get to the point of growing those. So a fair amount of like complexity in the management aspect of this game. During this current apocalypse, with runs of the food stores, squirrels are now known as chickens of the trees. That is correct. Tree chicken. It's very nutty. Gathering scrap, but I have no workforce assigned to this. I wonder... Oh, okay, they're chopping the trees over here, which is good. Because considering I haven't actually identified anybody as a gatherer, I'm kind of impressed they're doing that. What's this? Stockpile of this building is running low. We have 2016. It's building up to it. They did put out a patch today that tweaked what your community eats and drinks, which is good. Because apparently it was really easy to fall below a certain level in terms of like food and water, and then trying to build your way back up again was tough. Guess the deer are white because in Chernobyl the mutated fauna have lost a lot of their colors. Oh, really? That's interesting. I guess that might make some degree of sense. Ooh, we have 11 adults now. I still can't choose gathering yet. I wonder if I have to build a gathering post first. Let me see. Resources. Scrapyard, Lumber's Lodge, Recycler. I probably have to build these things. Recycling slowly separates metal, cloth, plastic, or electronics from scrap with low efficiency. Only one of these resources can be separated at a time. Scrapyard collects scrap from ruins in the immediate surroundings. Yeah, so I probably have to build these before I can actually get people gathering. Although it does look like they're cutting the trees down, which is kind of weird. I don't have a lodge, a Forster's Lodge or anything. Let's go ahead and we'll plant some crops here. We'll do cultivated fields first, I guess. Ooh, actually, where are those deer? Yeah, there they are. Let's do a hunting lodge. I don't know that it really matters where we put the lodge specifically, because they will go out and sort of hunt where we tell them to, but I'll build them a little road out to here. And then we'll define a hunting area. Oops, gotta go to tasks, gather all resources, move irradiation. I might actually have to do it in the hunting cabin. We can define the area. We'll see what happens. At least you're taking a break from Fox Gold Rush. I've actually been I've been playing the game, but I haven't been recording it because I had a problem with my save file, and I've had to start all over again. So I'm trying to catch up to where I was roughly in Gold Rush, so to continue on. It'll obviously be a little bit different because I sort of dug a little differently this time. I'm spending my money a little more efficiently. But yeah, once I get caught up on that is when I'll do some more content from it. Early impressions of the game? I mean, it would be super early because I really haven't gotten far in the game. I've only played, I think, before tonight, maybe a grand total of 30 minutes. Homeless settlers. I need to build another house. I would say that so far it looks pretty good. I don't know the level of playability in the game just yet in terms of like content. It is in early access. It just came out. They have a bit of a roadmap in terms of what they're developing, but very much it sort of remains to be seen what they'll end up building out and how it will all turn out. So still to be determined, but I mean, so far I like it. The level of detail is nice. I like being able to like zoom right in and see like the details on things. It's a small thing, I guess, because it doesn't directly affect gameplay, but it is kind of a neat thing to check out. Ooh, happiness is going up. Average confidence of settlers. A low level of confidence slows down population growth. Oh, they're making children. We got the babies. Making babies. Efficiently, who are you? What have you done with our fox? Yeah, I don't do things efficiently. Make them worship you with a fox statue. I should make a fox statue. Okay, we need to define some hunters now. We have 2 settlers available, so we can get 2 of them hunting. This zone here, we can change the field of work and set it over here, so they're actually hunting where the animals are. Otherwise, they won't catch anything, because they only hunt in a given area around their space. And we need more people so that I can have more people doing other tasks. Nobody's really gathering anything. Why is that exactly? Upgrade building. We don't have the scrap to be able to do that. So forget that. Man, they're doing a really good job at chopping down trees, considering I didn't build the little lumber thing. Game's a little dark. I'm gonna see if I can adjust the gamma on this thing. Shadow quality, texture quality, ambient occlusion, display mode. Nope, I guess not. I was hoping I could adjust the gamma a tiny bit so I can make it a little bit clearer at nighttime. I mean, it's not pitch black by the looks of it, but I can see how it might be a little dark. Is every baby in this village named after CrypticFox, like CrypticFox 1, CrypticFox 2, CrypticFox 3? Fortunately, it gives them random names. Doesn't name them that way. Oh, look, there's a dead deer. Roe venison. 8 piles of meats over there. Homeless settlers, build additional housing. I just built one. Did they not finish it? No, they did. 13 adults. We have room for 10 adults. No. 12 adults. I need to make some better housing. Let's see if we can get something that stores a few more people in it. If we go with the shelter... Nope, I can't make that yet. We gotta stick with cabins. It's all about the cabins here in this glorious town of ours. Let's spin this around. I wonder if I can do, like... I could go, like, here. But I wonder if, I wonder if there's, like, decorative stuff in this game. Like, can you actually, like, make your people happier by putting decorative things in? Is there a benefit to doing that? If it exists at all? Call City Hall call the City Hall of the dead cars. Think there'll be a raise and such along with the way of development? Probably. I mean, from what I've seen, like I said, a lot of the game elements of this look very, very similar to Surviving the Aftermath. I could see them having maybe something like that where they've only really started the game. It's only just come out in early access. So there's still lots of opportunity for growth and change in the game. Okay, they're still in range. Just wanted to make sure we still had animals in the hunting grounds. We're up to 13 adults. I'm gonna make another builder now. Water's not really gaining. I should probably see if we could do like a rain catcher. Looks like we're gonna have a few days of rain, so a rain catcher might actually be kind of handy. If we go with the rainwater collector, nope, I don't have enough parts. I gotta get plastics and stuff. Maybe I should set up a scrap collecting machine thingamajiggy. So resources, scrapyard. Can't even do that. I need parts. I only have 17 of them. Man, what's it gonna take to get this stuff? Workforce 04. Gathering scrap. Okay, let's did they finish building that house? They did. Let's not worry about the roads right now. Take our builders off of here and we'll put them on the scrapyard. No, we can't. Never mind. Achievement in progress, just a snack. Oh, alright. Guess we got 1,000 units of food, however that works. I think I actually need a building to do the scrapyard stuff. Can you name people? This is a very important feature. Yes, you absolutely can name the people. I already named one of them Rabbit Dog. So if we go in here to the settlers... wait a minute. Where'd the list of people go? Oh, I guess because they're not... There's only 2 settlers there now. So our water collectors, you can see you have Jolena. There's Rabbit Dog there. I named him. But yes, you can name the people. I don't know how quickly the community grows. So, like, we might be scrambling to try to name people in here. That's working all right. Let's, what on earth am I going to do to get some scrap that is not... Oh, you know what? There's scrap piles over here. That's what I should actually have this focused on. Let's relocate this. Change field of work over to here. Because I think these, like, car wrecks and stuff are maybe harder for them to break down. Maybe. I know these are all scrap piles also. I don't know. I'm missing something. It's going to be that settler that's going to destroy our community. And probably child labor for the win. Can the children gather scrap? I don't know how we assign children to do work. I think there are simple things we can have them do. I'm just not entirely sure how to do it yet. I'm going to set up some cultivated fields here so we have some food growth going on. I think the smallest field we can do is a 6x6. Oops. Great. That was not at all what I intended to do. I let go of it too soon. Or clicked it too soon, rather. Yeah, 6x6 is the smallest we can do. I'm going to do like a, I don't know, like a 9x9. 9x10? 8x10? 9x10? 10x10 will work. There we go. I don't know what the ideal size is for these farmers' fields. I don't really know a whole lot about the game yet. If the children do the work. This village is screaming to have a water park in it. Yeah, absolutely. Now there is some soil here that's radiated too. Fortunately, we don't have any of it around us right now. Average radiation of all the settlers, so they're not getting exposed to the radiation. But some of the ground has radiation in it that we actually have to remove in order to make the ground useful. I haven't figured out exactly how to identify that yet. Maybe that's what this is with all this wonderful forest we've cut down. Look, it's radiated trees. Fabulous. Hello, everyone. CrypticFox, how are you doing, my man? Hope all's good. Hey, Atham. I'm doing well, thanks. Hope things are well with you. Oh, we need to choose what seed we're going to plant here. So we have a few options. We can do hemp. I want to actually have a food crop here, not a cloth crop so much. So let's do... well, actually, with the hunting and the fishing, we're kind of doing okay food-wise. Maybe we will do hemp. We can turn this into cloth. Hemp's converted... hemp is converted into joints in a pub. That's great. They can be consumed by settlers to boost their confidence. Okay, I thought it would actually be for making clothing, but apparently they prefer the recreational utility. So let's go with maybe something that's consumable in a way that's not just about getting happy. Cabbage, beans, we have potatoes, corn, bell peppers, wheat, and squash. So 1.4 seasons for the wheat, 2.3 for the squash. 1.8, 1.4, 2.8, 0.9. I think I'm going to go with the corn. Ooh, peppers. Plant some peppers, please. And we'll need to assign somebody to farming. Two somebodies, I guess. They can go deal with that. Eat your beans, Timmy. Eat your beans. If you spam too many houses, you're going to have too many people at once. Well, I built enough housing to give everybody a place to live. That's pretty much it. So I've kind of been increasing it one house at a time according to our population opportunities. Nobody seems to be doing any of the actual gathering of things. And I don't have an opportunity in my task to set anybody on gathering either. There's got to be a building I need for that. Orchard. Oh, the gatherer's cabin. How about that? Maybe the gatherer's cabin is needed to gather things. What? It's like science. Okay, logistics. Let's build a gatherer's cabin. Not that I have anybody doing construction right now, but we can solve that. Warehouse. All kinds of resources skipped in the warehouse. This building can't store water. Market. Okay, let's go ahead and make the gatherer's cabin. So we've obviously made our first mistake by not building the gatherer's cabin. Where is it here? Earlier on, to make benefit of the natural environment in all its wonderful glory. Okay, we've got a reasonable amount of food. I don't want to cut down on the fishing, or on the water carrying rather. We're gonna cut down on the fishing and the hunting a little bit. We'll do 2 builders so they can get that built. They can finish our roads here too. Must construct additional pylons. Houses control population. I believe you. I also need population, so it's kind of a catch-22. You're right, they consume more resources like food and water. But without people, it gets a little challenging to do stuff. I kind of need those kids to grow up. Maybe we'll just stick with the number of houses we have for now until they all grow up. We'll see what happens. Hey, Square Circles, how you doing? Learn from another streamer that settlers gather stuff not related to a building. You should try to have a few set at all times. I can't actually give them the job. That was my challenge. So like scrap collectors and that kind of stuff. I set areas for them to collect from, but they weren't doing it. We'll set them gathering now. Funny that I now have the opportunity while I'm... Oh, actually, I just interrupted them building. So I can't do that. Let's keep them building. They got to finish that building first. Stick the kids in the radioactive soil to grow up faster. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Plus, if they have 2 heads, they can do twice the job, right? They can multitask better. I cannot argue with your logic, good sir. Settlers at the top left of the screen. Anything not defined as a job is a settler. Yep, I know. Up here. So this is our settler. But, I mean, this is the number of people we have. Like, so we have 13 adults and 7 children. I have 2 builders, 5 water carriers, 2 farmers, 3 fishermen people, 1 hunter, and a partridge in a pear tree. Just dip them in the water. I mean, the water might have some radioactivity to it, I guess. It's certainly possible. Stockpiles low. Build a well. Build rainwater collector. Probably should have done that too. We're not really catching up on the water, so I actually do want a rainwater collector. Let's put it within range of this fancy little reservoir here, though. We'll put it right next to the farmer's field. You have 0 settlers to know when to gather stuff. Oh, is it just the raw settlers do it? Like the people that aren't assigned a task at all? Carries out simple tasks to help and helps transport resources. Oh, that's what the problem was. Okay. So I gave everybody a job, and then there was nobody doing the mundane work, the menial tasks. That would do it. I got it now. Now I see what you mean. Speed up, people. Do my building work. So I think at the phase of development the game is in right now, I don't think we can actually go and gather from those. So it is Banished. It's very much like Banished. Yeah, this game is of like a. You will see a lot of similarities between this and Banished, and surviving the aftermath. I think the phase of development the game's in right now, I don't think we can actually go to these points of interest and loot them. The ruins and stuff. I mean, it shows that there's materials and stuff here, but I think there's supposed to be a development coming up later where you can actually go and explore the ruins and find things as opposed to just like tear them apart. So I'm not sure where that stands exactly. Rainwater collector. Need scrap and plastic. Oh, that's why I didn't build it. I didn't have enough stuff. I didn't have all the goods. Ain't got the junks. Well, let me click on this. See, I can't define a workforce for this. No workforce available. Click to open worker deposition or assign directly to this building. Is it just gatherers? Gathers forest plants and food sources? No. Irrigator. Scrap collector. See, I can't pick scrap collectors. I'm missing something here. Something I'm doing wrong. I probably should run through the tutorial again. I did the tutorial a couple weeks ago. Now I forget. How close can you zoom into the screen? Can you see at eye level? This is as close as you can get. So you can get in pretty close, enough to see the detail in the buildings and the people walking around and stuff. But not like right down at eye level. You can't look them in the eye or anything. I'm getting no scrap. Scrap is not only a basic construction material, blah, blah, blah. In stock 0, reserve 0, production limit 500. Hey, Chillum, how you doing? The water's pretty. I mean, it's watery. It certainly looks like water. Need a poop smith in this village. A poop smith? So we'll get hammer poop into something useful? What's your job? A hammer poop. It's good work. Let's get some gatherers out gathering. This, they have chopped all the wood in the range of this thing, so I guess I can move. I'll change this work area over to here. Wood we got a decent amount of. It's just everything else they haven't actually been doing for me, which is great. And I want them to tear apart my scrap piles for me. I need that scrap. The water's just pure death. I want an intense stare down between the people and you. Dun dun dun. Don't want to spoil everything I've learned from other videos. I don't want to crash and burn too early here. Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We are absolutely going to crash and burn this colony probably relatively early on. This is the first one I put any real time into. I spent maybe 15 or 20 minutes with the game ahead of time, so I had some basic sense of, you know, how it worked. But clearly, I didn't play it long enough to sort everything out just yet, because I'm not gathering everything I need. So, the funny thing is, I need scrap in order to build the scrap yard. So I can't do that. Oh god, here it is in the tasks. Oh no, wait, I already did assign gather scrap. Can only build it once. Workers orders workers to gather all scrap from one area, but they're not doing it. Oh wait, maybe they are now. These things aren't saying they don't have people this time. Oh my god, are they actually doing it? Oh, it's about time, buddy. Do you know how long that thing's been out there? Do you have any idea? Okay. I had it right. I told them to click it. I just didn't, I guess I didn't give them a chance to do it. They were too busy doing other work. That'll learn me. Yeah, so I have the scrap task over here. I have, what's this one? The gathering plants task over here. This one's for gathering wood. Oh, you know what? The only workers I had that were available were gathering wood. They didn't subdivide what they were doing. So now, like, if I click on here... Yeah, it says we have 2 workforce doing this job. But you can set the limit and say, I only want 1 person doing this job, I think. Now I have 0. So I think I had them all gathering wood, and that's why they weren't doing any of the other gathering types. I didn't put 2 gatherers directly on it. It wouldn't let me. Except now I just wrecked it. I messed with things. Okay, 1 workforce on that, and then other people working on. No, let's just get them both working on here. Current and maximum number of workers. Yeah, max. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of the wood thing here for now. This is just messing me up. We got wood in supply anyway. It's a lot of fog. Well, we're drifting through the clouds. But depending on the weather patterns and stuff too, as it comes in, you know, might get a little bit of fog. Oh, what's going on here? Settlers with no protective clothing. Use the tailor to make protective clothing. Well, I was sort of slacking a little bit on getting my stuff ready, so we're not in a position to make a tailor. Mistakes may have been made already. We fell too far behind in our scrap collection, and we're gonna pay the price now because we didn't build our buildings quickly enough. We have 15 adults now, though. Let's see resources. Tailor shop requires 22 scrap and 12 cloth. The recycler gets cloth and stuff out of recycled materials. I think I'll probably build the recycler next, maybe. Tinker Tailor, Soldier Spy. Did I already break it? The game? I might have. I already messed up, like, really early. I didn't get people gathering random supplies. I had them building other things. So, I mean, I've got them fishing and collecting water and hunting. Actually, speaking of which, our food supply is actually really good. What the heck just happened? Settlers with no protective clothing. Use the tailor. Oh, stockpile's running out. Improve your infrastructure. We're running out of places to store things, I guess. Let's cut down on the amount of people fishing. So we have more workers doing the gathering. And we will need to... We'll need to build some additional storage, I guess. Logistics. Warehouse will let us store more than... I need 52 scrap for that. That's great. Fabulous. Fabulous. Just get no gatherers either right now. Okay, so between the farming and the little bit of food production we got, we have a really good stockpile of food and not enough water. This needs plastic before they can build it. Where do I find plastics? I guess I gotta sort that out of a scrap pile. Yeah, I must have to recycle it out of the scrap pile, so we're gonna need to work on that recycling building first. That will be our next project. Resources recycler. Metal, cloth, and plastic electronics from scrap with low efficiency. Only one of these resources is going to be separated at a time. Oh, so I'd have to actually specifically tell them, give me plastic out of here. Let's go like this. Okay, we have all the materials we need to build this thing at least. So that's a plus. I do need builders, though. Tomorrow, everyone on scrap. Well, we have like 11 of them now, so a bunch of the kids grew up, and/or we got more adults just showing up at our colony or something. We're up to 20 now. So we actually have a decent amount of workers to go and gather things now. I just need them to get a hold of plastics for me. So let's set this for plastics. I'm going to need to assign workers to this job. Looks like only one of them can work in the refiner at a time. I guess that's why it's not efficient. We do need a tailor as well, so we might as well build one of those while we're at it. Nope, I need cloth first. How do I get the cloth? Herbal Hut gathers herbs in the forest, which can be used to improve a settler's health, so that's all about the medicine. Forester's Lodge will actually replant trees as they go, so I don't need that necessarily at the moment. Refineries, charcoal kilns. Market, central building for distributing all the resources in the settlement. It's a big construction cost. Make electricity at some point. Want to build a scrapyard building, top left of the resource. At the time, I hadn't built it because I didn't have enough. Collect scraps in the ruins of the immediate surroundings. I didn't have enough materials to build it at the time. I had to go gather scraps and stuff. We can do that. We'll do it over here by the hunting cabin. And then we can set the work area for this thing over to here. That'll be more efficient probably than them just running over and grabbing this, which I think is actually, yep, it's all done. They cleared that whole area out already. Did I just see a tree fall over here? I think a tree fell in the woods and no one was there to hear it. Okay, that's working. Not that we're getting any plastics out of it yet, but... I'm completely out of scrap. Ah, 21 of 22 scrap. I need literally one piece of scrap in order to do what I need to do. So I'm going to have to set a task to gather scrap. I guess I can get a little bit right here. Do my bidding, little ones. Unlock toilet paper manufacturing, then subvert the global market. Foolproof plan. We've cornered the market on TP. Excellent. No one in the apocalypse can wipe their bum without our permission. Survival of the fittest. Oops, I paused it again. I've got 6 people without homes too. I need to do something up with that. I'd like to build shelters, but that takes a lot of materials. Oh, I see where all my scrap went. I used it all making housing. I should have told them to gather before I gave them a place to live. I wonder if that... What does that do necessarily? Does it impact their contentment? Or do they actually get sick and die on me? What's the deal with that? You're the scrap man. Your homeless population is growing faster than California. Bump. California doesn't have to deal with radiation like we have, though. I don't think. This is, I'm fairly certain. Nope, food's still climbing. I'm gonna take everyone off of gathering right now. Nope, they're already off gathering. No more hunting. Let's let the animals repopulate. Irrigators. Man, I can't believe how much food we have. I think I overdid it on the food. Maybe I didn't need a fishing hut and a hunting shack right off the bat. Could have slowed my roll there a little bit. Yet. That's right. Yet. We all die in Cryptic Town. You got it. Everyone's gonna die of thirst. That's probably where this town's headed. Once I get some plastics, we can build this rainwater collector. That will help a little bit. Oh, I think I can also build a well. That might help. I don't know that it does a lot, but... Well, produces water slowly and even during a drought. That seems handy. Holy cow, this well is big. Let's put it here right in town. Build my people a well. That'll need a well keeper. And it should be in range of the cistern too, so they should store the water in the cistern. How well will it help? Bump. 5G cell towers let me watch cryptic streams at higher quality. If a world-ending plague is the cost, then so be it. Pretty sure the towers don't have anything to do with it. Darn those conspiracy theories. Oh, good. I can assign workers to this now. If I didn't already. Scrap collecting. 15, wow. Get to work, people. Let's leave 5 of them just to do random activities. This can be demolished. We can change the field of work over to here. Oh, wow. They'll destroy all of that stuff. Boom. Scrap for days. For days. We'll finally get that under control. That'll be nice. Yeah, we're up to 122 scrap now. Okay, cloth can be recovered from scrap. A recycler or a refinery is needed to do this. Cloth is used by a tailor to produce protective clothing. I wish there was another way to make clothing or cloth. Like if I could plant cotton or something, or if I could use the hemp to make cloth. Make sure it's a good well keeper. Have I played Myst Survival yet? No, I haven't played it, no. 0 plastic, I know. I have this thing working on producing plastic. But it's really slow. Like, really slow. I might need to make, like, 2 of those things early on. Because they're taking forever just to produce any. Wow, they finally have 2. Good job, guys. It only took you, like, forever. Excellent work. Good lord. Actually, these other refineries are better, but I have to make better parts for those. So we'll make another one of these basic ones for now. Basic. Oh, they finally built this thing. Hooray! We're collecting rainwater, sort of. There's nothing in here. All right, good times. Excellent work, my water people. They've built it. Now we just need the rains to come again. And there's going to be no rain for a day or 2. Darn it. Don't need clothing if you go nudist colony. Well, the trouble is there's the whole drought thing and the whole radiation thing. And the people don't really like the whole death thing. So we're going to have to deal with that eventually. I have a lot of people without housing. I wonder if that makes me consume medicines faster. We got a lot, though. 410 medication. It's all herbal. Oh, no. Oh, children went down because an adult went up. Got it. I was like, did a child die? Please say no. If we destroy it, we can build it. Road for the recyclers. Yeah, I could do that. It's pretty far over there. We probably, I mean, our builders aren't really doing anything right now anyway, so we can give them a little road to build. Oh god, don't do that. Okay. Give me a road. There, so if they have a road, I guess they'll run a little more quickly on it. How do I destroy a road that I didn't mean to build? Remove mode. There we go. There we go. I really should get a warehouse built here too. There we go. When we get enough materials, we'll build this thing. 52 scrap. We have 200 scrap. Oh, there we go. Alright, good. We got enough. I can do all the storages. That'll be fabulous. This needs to be staffed with an employee. 2 refiners now. What happened? We did something. Side tasks. Increase your population. Settlers 43 of 58. Rewards 500 corn and 500 water. Alright. We still have people homeless, people without tools, and people without protective clothing. We're just the best people around. Man, why does it take so many of these things to gather resources? This is not. I'm either doing something wrong or this is just nutty. Workshop, I guess we're making tools. I don't know what that one type of material is. It's like metal plates or something? What is this? Metal. Can be recovered from scrap. A recycler or refinery is needed to do this. Alright, you know what? We're gonna need a whole bunch of recycling. Let's just go recycling crazy. Oh, I didn't define what I was actually having this other recycler doing. That one could be cloth. Actually, we'll do these two on plastic, these two on cloth. We're gonna go, we'll just recycle it all. Oops, nope. Nope. Cancel building. It's gonna be like Recycler Road over here. Oh, built that wrong. Okay. This one cloth, that's good. Refiners, we'll get that up to 6. Hopefully that will start to produce some of those things that we really need, because... Oh, man, I'm out of lumber. Arg. Okay. We need another task item here for gathering wood. There we go. No job is too big to red count's too high. Just can't make some people happy. Man, just because they want to have places to live in. God, they're so demanding. Our water is finally climbing at least. So that's something. I ran out of wood, so I couldn't build that one. This one I want to be metal. Cloth, plastic. These two bottom ones I'll do on metal. Takes a long time to filter that stuff out. We're up to 12 cloth now, though. Working hard, hardly working. How do you have homeless people in the post-apocalypse? Apparently, they don't want to bunk down together. I mean, they've got places where they could probably fit in with their neighbors, but this is not a neighborly community. They're all like, "Up yours, Phil." Sturdy house. Sturdy house, which settlers can live and start a family. This building has additional capacity to store water and food and can withstand more sandstorms. Settlers only move in as a family. Again, 2 adults and 3 kids. These shelter things I probably should be using. Large camp that can house a large number of settlers, although it's not suitable for starting a family. So these ones will be like family producers, and then we can have just some shelters for, you know, population that we don't necessarily want to reproduce, because I guess they don't like doing it in a large tent with all those people around. My colonists, do something to make stuff I don't need. Me? Needs that same thing. Colonists, well, now I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's pretty much how that works. Wait, sandstorm? Yeah, there's storms and stuff too, so you can get a drought that will happen. Your crops, the lake will dry up, the crops will die out. You'll have to make do with what you have in storage and what water you're getting from the well. And then sometimes after the drought, you'll get like sandstorms that'll come through, and I guess it can damage things. So, you know, that'll be interesting. Yeah, they still got this to work on. They're doing all right there. Oh, it's got like the pathing and everything that everybody's walking on. I never even noticed that. That's kind of cool. Wow, these shelters are big, man. Oh, good. I left just enough room for it to fit in there. Bam. Sheltered down by the lake, people. Oceanside view. We don't have enough like materials and stuff for them to do all that yet, but once we have it, at least they'll be in a position to get out of the elements. Can you recover from all those though? Which, the sandstorms and stuff? Yeah. Darude sandstorm? Yeah. You can start in the family in the back of a 1976 Chevelle. Oh boy. Well, we destroyed the scrap cars that were over here, so that rules that out. They'll have to be a little more creative in other ways, I guess. Okay, food is starting to go down again, so we have people available. Let's get the gathering going. We might as well fish the lake because it's there, and we can't do it in when a drought comes along anyway. We're getting a decent amount of scrap. I've almost maxed out the scrap, actually. And stock reserves. 30% storage there. It's funny, it looks like this is like really close to being full. Production limit 500, but my storage is only 30% full. I guess it won't, it only takes like a certain amount of each type of thing in there. Maybe we should consider upgrading our building. We need 72 wood to do that, though. I wonder what they upgraded to. Does it just become like fancier, broken down bus? Or do they like tear the bus down and actually put a building in place? Like a little town hall kind of thing. When's the new State of Decay 2 stream happening? I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to play tomorrow night just yet. Or if I'm going to be streaming this weekend just yet. Tomorrow is a holiday in Canada. It's a Good Friday. I don't know if it's a holiday everywhere or if it's just around here, but... So once I know what the deal is with that, I guess I'll have a better idea what's going on. I wonder if I make more than one jetty if they can collect the water faster. Place to collect water requires a cistern or water to collect. So, like, if I put another one that's in range of this cistern, I wonder if they'll increase their production. I can't tell because it's got pop-ups down there that are blocking things on me. Achievement progress. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm curious to see whether it increases the number of water gatherers I can have, because more of them can fit on the dock, or whether the water gatherers are based on the cistern. I think it might be this. Yeah, seems to be just that. So that's not gonna speed it up any. CMS tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can try and rope Nate into playing some more 7 Days to Die tomorrow. What's going on here? Production limit of this resource is reached. Is that because they... Oh. Oh, they've already got everything they can do. They're already over 500. The hunting lodge... Well, it doesn't have any workforce in there right now, but there are animals here if we need to hunt them. Any zombie here? This is zombie free. Made an Oni base and it failed to save. Oh, that sucks. The RV needs some lawn chairs. You say so. Okay, let's maybe... We haven't actually set up a proper lumber industry here, so we probably should do that. Is this all used up? No, there's still berries there. Production limit has reached the max. I guess we got too much food already stored away. They can't really gather anymore. If we go to the Forester's Log, Forester's Lodge can either cut down trees to produce wood or plant saplings to reforest a certain area, or do both. So if we build one of those over here, stick it right on here. Give them a little proper road and everything too, right in front here. Shablamo. Then we can set this thing up to do some tree planting and stuff. Because it's building the highest priority, so I can actually set them to like a priority for what they build too. That's cool. What happened? Settlers with no protective clothing. Unhappy settlers attend to their individual needs. No, they've got housing. Do I have everyone housed now? No, I don't. I still have 2 people without a home. Wow. Settlers with no tools. Settlers with no clothing. Unhappy settlers. All right, good times. Great. We're doing fabulous by these people. They are all super happy to be living in my little dreamland. Let's build another shelter over here. I guess we'll try to meet their needs if we can, I suppose. I can't build there. There's a tiny little piece like right in the way. Just a little bit of that rock extending down there I can't deal with. That sucks. I guess we can go over here. Nope, can't do that either. Well, drat. Guess we can go. Nope, can't go lengthwise either. Come on, people, you're killing me here. Alright, we'll build right there. I feel bad for the people that have to live next to where all the labor is being done, but suck it up, people. Oh my god, what's going on here? 18 unhappy settlers now. They are not thrilled with me. Oh, it actually... Oh, look at that. A relative of the settler has died and has no grave. -3 confidence. Settler is infertile due to old age. Oh, sorry, Jolena. Liquidity is life. Water carrier badge. Huh. Well, apparently they want community type stuff. A pub? Wait a minute. How do we miss out on building that? Cemetery. I seriously need better lumber capacity here because I'm doing terribly on the whole forestry thing. Cut down and reforest. I want to change this field of work a little bit to like there. Okay, I gotta get protective clothing for people. That's probably what the hang-up is now. We've got a fair amount of cloth. We're all out of wood, but once they start getting some of that wood, hopefully that will help. We can put our tailor building in up here, I suppose. Just drop that right next to the storage. Workshop, I guess, is where we're gonna need to make tools. Yep. So we'll put that in next to the... Nope, we won't. It won't fit. Fabulous. Darn those rocks. Trying to be all like organized. Oh, that's weird. It let me place it that way. All right. Well, whatever. Didn't think it would go in there, but we got it. They're lazy and demanding. You're doing great. Yeah. Like I said, this first colony, because this is the first time I've really spent any time doing this, is really not likely to end well. But it'll be a good learning experience, and then we can kind of go from there, I guess. Let's set up another... We'll do another gather wood task back here to clear out behind here. We have our lumber set up now, so they'll do planting and chopping so that we can get some reforestation going on. Food's still in good shape, so I don't really need to hunt yet. Let's assign... Oh, man, I'm down to 3 settlers. I guess because of people that died. Row. Alright. Cut down on the gathering and the fishing. Let's get a technician and 2 tailors. Once they get built, anyway. Settlers need to go to re-education camp to better support the Foxia. They've got to learn their place. Earn your place, settlers. What am I waiting on? Is it really... It's probably wood that's holding up like everything on me right now. Oh, no, this thing has everything it needs. It's got all the supplies. It's just nobody working on it. There's one person that doesn't have a home, but I'm building a spot for 25. How's that for optimism? What I really should be working on is the cemetery. Community. What does it take to make a cemetery? 30 wood, 56 scrap. Offer settlers a place where they can mourn the deceased relatives, which will boost confidence. Holy cow, it's big. These people... This game knows me! Okay, let's put it right next to where they live. Because, no, let's not do that. That's just too creepy. Now, this I'm working on reforestation. That's not really a good spot. I guess we can put it... Nope, can't put it out there. Let's put it, like, way out here. Maybe they'll be better if the cemetery is not too close to things. Holy cow, it's like a circus. A mausoleum and everything in here. Oh, mission failed. Oh, I missed it. Alright. Yep. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. Mistakes were made. I didn't do what they wanted me to do for whatever that mission was. remember taking it. I just don't remember what was required of me. Why does a place that you literally put people into the ground need so much supplies? That's a really good question. But I mean, they built a mausoleum and a fence and all the headstones and everything, so I guess there's something to be said for all that stuff. Send out unhappy settlers to Siberia. They have... Oh. Go make bricks. Does anyone know what the green diamond task is at the top of the screen? That probably would have been the actual job thing I had that I wasn't looking at. Failed the mission. Didn't even check the green diamond. You were yelling. Sorry, missed it. You were too busy collecting water and I couldn't hear you. You were down by the cistern. It's not my fault. Oh man, that's loud. Neck scarves. Activated carbon masks. Or radiation suits. I guess we're gonna go with neck scarves. That's the only thing I actually have materials for. Because they don't have carbon yet, and I need carbon for that also. All right, make those masks. That's gonna give people a lot of protection. Here, put this scarf on your face. That'll do wonders. If you're lucky, it'll keep the dust out. I wonder if that sound effect is somebody dying. Because they don't have protective clothing. I don't see like a pop-up or anything that says somebody died, but I think it showed that this went down. So I've got to assume that that's death. Cremation of the dead over the campfire would be a better solution. You take care of the body and you get dinner. It's a double win. Yum. I'm amazed at how slow the water production is. Like, relative to how much it says we can store, we have so little. So little. This over here is a drought. We got that coming up in a couple days, so that's good times. That'll be fabulous. Simply marvelous. What's that? The scrapyard. This is the hunting grounds. I guess with the hunting, yeah. With the upcoming drought, I might want to consider having more food stockpiled. It's really the water I'm worried about, though. So maybe we'll get another well going. Well. What's the range of this? Okay, so I think anything that's within the range of this cistern will store the water in it. So if we put a second well down here... Irrigation plant. Irrigation plant increases the soil moisture within its range of influence over time. This process consumes water. Well, I can't really afford that. Water tower needs coal. Can't do that. I guess we're down to the well. Don't fall in the well, Jimmy. Timmy, whatever your name is. Well efficiency 80%. Maybe if I go to the other side over here. 100%. There we go. Is that within range of the cistern, though? I can't tell if that's going to be in range of the cistern. 100% there, too, though, so that worked. And then that's going to require another person to be on well-keeping duty. Tiki Timbo. Another one bites the dust. We're holding a population of about 40. 40 active people, anyway. 33 of which have no protective clothing, and 31 of which are unhappy. This is great. We're doing awesome. On the plus side, we have a decent amount of cloth now, which I didn't have before. Plastics are up there. Medication's good. Protective clothing is awful right now. I guess I should maybe make another tailor. I'm going to try to get caught up a little bit. Let's stick a tailor right over here. Tailors everywhere. I mean, the tools, I think, make them more efficient, but the tailor is probably more of a necessity. Keep people supplied with stuff. Set a little road back here, too. Drought! Oncoming drought. Stockpile water and food in order to survive. The soil is going to become infertile. What have we got? Like a day? What day? It's like the end of 19, moving into 20. I've got a little bit of time for them to get some stuff. We will get water still from the wells, but not enough to supply the whole colony, obviously. Obviously, the rain catchers will do literally nothing for us, which is great. Farming, we'll take whatever crops we have, and we can harvest it right away. See everything dry up in a moment here. It's going to be great. It's nice that we haven't really warning. Wait a minute. Do I actually have to work? Do I have to put people to work at the... Oh, I do. I need morticians. Oh, that's so gruesome. Stop fishing right now. Let's do gathering and do another mortician. Wow, look at the area that the graveyard covers. Holy. Okay, so hopefully we won't need too many of those graveyards. Because they cover a huge swath of space. We need morticians. Morticians, not less ticians. Morticians. Now let's harvest this thing. Harvest now. We're not going to get as much out of it, but it's better than just letting it die off in the field, I guess. Maybe I should temporarily boost up our farmers so we can get that off. What just happened? Gather resources from the surroundings. Scraps stored. 459 to 579. Okay. We can do that. Oncoming drought. People unhappy. Oh, we're down to 12 unhappy people. Is that because of death or because of... I don't think they all died off, so it's good. We had 31, but I think they're getting protective clothing now. This needs to be... Yeah, that's fine. They're getting protective clothes, and now that they can go hang out at the graveyard, they're all happy-go-lucky. Because what could be cheerier than being at the graveyard? I'm all out of people. Now down to 38 peeps, 37 peoples. Yep, they're dying off. So what I don't know yet is whether that death is a normal course of the game or if it's because they don't have protective clothing, so they're dying. Because this is broken up by seasons down here, not necessarily like days. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like a longer passage of time than maybe what it looks like in the game. Here's task. Let's do the green diamond. Yeah, we gotta gather scrappy stuff. Scrap stored. 447 of 579. 430. Oh man, I've actually got to get up to 579. That sucks. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's why. Change field of work. There's scrap over here. Wow, that's a lot of scrap. I don't know if that's closer than what's over here. No, I've got roads over here, so they'll actually run to this spot faster. Let's set them up to scrap that area. I may need another warehouse to be able to do this. Just because if I don't, they won't have enough room to actually store it all. Give them a little road here again. Bink. Bring on the drought. You have a bunch of wood. You might want to upgrade the bus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do have a bunch of wood now. Upgrade building. Ka-ching. Oh, look, they got a little campfire in front of it now. You got the lawn chairs you wanted, I think. There's one right there, a little lawn chair. Busted down bus with a lawn chair. Settlers still have no protective clothing on 21 people. That's crazy. Even with two tailors working. Cemetery, school, campfire, pub, medical facility. Tends to settlers who are sick, but I need electronics for that, which we don't have yet. A pub produces beer, liquor, or joints that can be consumed by settlers to boost their confidence. This will make people happy. Bring on the pub. Burn all the... Oh, look, the drought's here. Our lake is not as abundant as it used to be. I think I still need to leave water gatherers because they can collect... Oh, no, actually, maybe it's just the well attendants. Okay, hold on. Harvest now. Choose seed. Can I go with no seed? No, I guess I can't. How do I just choose to not... Whoops. Choose to not have them replant this thing so I don't waste seeds. Activate or deactivate production. Alright. I'll deactivate it and see what happens. Maybe they'll just harvest it and leave it be. So, in terms of people, I don't really need anyone in farming right now. Nobody can fish right now because that doesn't matter. We need a pub keeper. That's important. Well keepers, water carriers. I'll keep a couple water carriers. I don't know if it... I don't know if the operates pumps in the well to ensure a steady flow of water, but collects water from jetties, wells, or rainwater and sends it to the cistern. Maybe I should keep that staffed, I guess. Oh, somebody else died. Ruh-roh. It's looking a little dry over here, guys. Even the deer don't know what to do. Man, I thought I was cutting and replanting trees, but... Where's my lumber mill? They've done a terrible job of replanting. No, that's the hunting lodge. Forester's Lodge. They've done, like, no replanting. It's still barren here. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna set that in reforest. I don't think they can actually do anything about it right now because it's a drought, but... Production limit. There was a slider on the side instead of the activation. Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference. You got me. I can't. Actually, because I deactivated it, I guess I can't. No, I already have it set for harvest now. I don't know. Whatever. The plants that are down here are all going to burn up and dry out. See what happens when the drought's over. If we have anybody left alive. Oh, nobody's unhappy anymore. Imagine that. It's a drought, but they're cheery. They got their priorities sorted. I need to change my wood collection area. This here can move over to here. Oh no, this doggy's on fire. They don't know what to do. Oh dear. Oh my god. The puns tonight, rabbit. I don't know. You're killing me. Fire spreading rapidly. Hey, you guys. Let's see. What can I take? You know what? Oh man, look at our food went down. It was over 3,000. 3,000. It's just gone. What? I wonder if I can still hunt. I think I can. Less gathering, more shooting. And I think I'll take what keepers I need. We'll leave one builder and leave the other one for doing random tasks. Man, our population's dwindling quickly. I don't know that this is going to work out too well. Free range mutants? Hey, if you're going to eat a mutant, you might as well get one free range. So it's the much more humane way to eat a mutant. Skynet. Dad jokes, more like two bad jokes. Yep. You got it. Hey, the water's back already. Man, that's fast. That was a weird drought. The snap of our fingers. Shablamo, we've got water. It's a pretty dramatic ending to things. Failed. No. We do love these mounds of garbage, but that turned out to be a bit too much. What a pain. Next time we'll get it right. Alright, I failed missions galore. Alright, we're doing super awesome. So much for the free resources they would have given me. Man, what would I have done? I mean, I guess I could have assigned more people to the task, but I'm having trouble keeping up with the people requirements of my colony right now. Alright, the drought is over, which means we can start to grow things again. I have, I have reforestation in progress. You can see all the little trees starting to grow here. Once those are all grown up, we can cut them down again, so that'll be good for wood. Looks like the farmers replanted, even though I don't have any farmers working. That's impressive. Let's cut down on our scrap collectors a bit. I've got a decent amount of scrap, so I'll put them on farming. We gotta get our food boosted back up again. I also need more water carriers and more general settlers, so that's great. Get that down to 5. Go like so. Growing little trees. Yeah, well, I have the I have the logging facility over here, and you have an option to set it for cutting down, cutting and regrowing, or just regrowing. So I set it on regrowing. So the forest is starting to spring up there a bit again, which isn't too bad. A lot of scrap over here. Production limit. Figures. Now we got up over that thing we needed for the goal. That's funny. Said there's no tools. Oh, we got clothes for everybody? No, wait a minute. Said there's no protective clothing. We're down to only 4. Probably in part because of death. But we'll overlook that small feature. Maybe now that the drought is done and we have most people in protective clothing, maybe they'll start to reproduce again a little bit. We can start to repopulate. That would be good. Soon, well, that colony is a doomed one, like usual. That's right. This is a doomed colony. It is the very first one, though, so I mean, it may not crash and burn too fast. Just a little bit. Builder mode: build and repair, build or repair. The mounted bus. Limitation on protective clothing. That's weird. I wonder what the benefit was of upgrading the bus. Did it just give me additional storage space for stuff, maybe? Because we now have storage for 571 scrap. I don't think we had that much before. Did the rabbit dog citizen get killed? Oh, that's a good question. It's really hard to tell because they kind of split them out into different places. So I think he was a water gatherer, right? Water carrier? I think he might have died. How about if I just hit the back button? Chloe, Anna, scrap collectors, refiners. He does not appear to be here anymore. Actually, can I just click up here and get a list? No, I can't. It'd be funny if he was the pub keeper, but nope. Nope, I think he's gone. He croaked. Howled his last howl. Licked his last sausage. Various other inappropriate metaphors. I wonder if I should do another rain collector if I get a chance. That would help me store more water in the cistern. Can you check the graveyard? I wonder if we'll have a list of people who died here. Change field of work. Oh, wow. Okay, so I can redefine the graveyard area. That's interesting. I guess we might as well set it where all the stuff is. I don't think we can see who's buried here, though. It doesn't seem to be an option for that. It's okay, you died as you lived, rabidly. He's like, it was the radiation that made me chew on that fence post. Settlers with no tools. Okay, I have a bit of metal. I should maybe set up another tool workshop over here. Maybe we can finally get caught up on the tools. The trouble is, oh, population's going up a little bit. Okay, so the thing I'm struggling with now is just having enough people to do everything. Give me what I need. We're still 2 settlers short of protective clothing, so we're not building a stockpile of that just yet. I'd like to start getting some of this like charcoal and stuff we could use for other things. To do that, we need a kiln. Produce a charcoal from wood. So we obviously want to have a good incoming supply of wood also, which I don't have so much of it right now. The radiation should turn cows into zombies. Or it might turn them into other things. But bump. Solar collector, batteries, electric poles. We don't really need any of that yet. Weather station. Enables a decision to be made at which rain contamination level fields. Which rain contamination level fields and rainwater collectors should be covered. Oh, so when you get like a certain amount of like radiation, they'll cover them up so they don't contaminate the source or something? I don't know. Campfire is a meeting place for settlers to boost their confidence. Oh, jeez, that's big. Alright, let's put it over here. Nope. Let's not put it over here, because it doesn't fit. Darn it. It don't fit anywhere. I kind of wanted to put it near the central town area. I guess we can put it over here by the farm. I suppose that would be acceptable. Here, people. See how magnanimous I am? I gave you a campfire. Miracles of modern science. You light things and they burn. I need people, so maybe I'll build family housing. Housing. Cabin. Bam. I don't really need the housing. We actually have enough to... Whoops. Jeez, I just spilled tea everywhere. Oh! Sorry, one moment. I gotta clean up this mess before it gets all my electronics wet. Colonists, look after yourself for a minute. Just don't die on me. I'm out of paper towel, too. Don't. Alright, good enough. I actually flipped the desk. Bammo. The microphone that I use, I have a Blue Yeti microphone. It's kind of large. It's sort of in my face when I'm streaming. I keep it relatively close to my face. I probably could try to tweak the settings so I could set it a little farther away. But unfortunately, with it being that close, sometimes I don't see things that are like immediately below in my field of vision, and that's where my coffee cup was. I may have forgotten it was there, and I may have just smacked it. Mo A's become a member. I'm not sure if that's a new membership or a renewal, but thanks, Mo A. I appreciate the support. Would it be beneficial to start upgrading facilities rather than building more? It's an interesting game. I don't... What can we do to upgrade? I guess, yeah, it probably would make a whole lot more sense. We can upgrade to sturdy housing. I think that just makes it, like, better protected against sandstorms. These storage shelters don't really do a lot. Or not storage shelters. The shelters can't be upgraded. We can only demolish them. The cistern can be upgraded. What does it do for me? Oh, it upgrades to a water tower. Collects and stores water. Can also use charcoal to filter radiation out of the water. This building requires a jetty, a well, or a rainwater collector in order to function. So I actually need coal for that one, so that's not really an option. Yeah, so like some of these buildings we can upgrade, but not all of them. Not all of them at all. Settlers wearing collective clothing are not exposed to radiation when they wander around. Better protective clothing protects against higher levels of radiations. Maybe we should work on education. We can make smarter settlers. Them's can be smarts ones. I only have one builder. I kind of stalled. My population was growing really nicely, and then it stalled on me. I have 59 wood. Yeah. I have my wood gathering set up here, but because I only have a couple of people who don't have a job right now, the gathering process is going slowly. I could probably decrease the forestation stuff a little bit, because the trees are just regrowing right now, and maybe we'll use those to gather wood up here. That'll help boost that a bit. Or fire poles! Every colony's gotta have fire poles. Sounds like I need a tumbler for my tea. Yeah, maybe. Or I could just set it somewhere that's not like directly in front of me, and then I'm less likely to knock it over, which is probably the more smart thing to do. New task. Oop, what's this task? Wood stored, 67 of 177. So I gotta get up to 177 wood. A word? Where's my lumber mill? What happens if I set this to cut down now? How much wood can you guys chuck? How much wood would my woodcutters chuck if my woodcutters could chuck wood? If I cancel construction, can I cheat this a little bit? 50 herbs and 30 scrap. What happens if I cancel this? That does! Haha, my storage goes up. Hopefully that'll get us closer to target. Population stalled like an A321 in a flight sim before landing. Yes, what you said. Do you need to mine? That's what the red icon on the top looks like, a hammer. Which, this here, this is tools. Tools increase productivity. So I actually have this thing, which I apparently forgot to tell them to make. Technicians, there we go. I didn't have enough technicians working. Or enough tailors. Man, no wonder I'm not producing stuff in time. Scrap collectors, I don't need as many of those. So let's focus on wood. There we go. Maybe they'll finally produce enough that we can actually get stuff done now. Yeah, so these are tools. So you give your people tools and you make those in the workshop in order for them to be a little bit more effective. And then protective clothing comes from the tailor, and that's what these are down here. So the tools and the protective clothing. Maybe now that I actually have people doing the jobs, we might actually get some of those. What a novelty. Don't make smart sellers. If they become smart, they'll run away from your colony knowing it's you who manages it. Oh. Oh, you're so right. Maybe we shouldn't intelligentize them. We can't be getting none of them their smarts around here. We've maxed out production for plastics. So we'll turn this off for the moment. Or rather, we'll unstaff it for the moment. I don't want to, like, turn it off. I just don't want workers on it. Wood's at 136. We need to get to 177. We're not really gaining ground on that. Where's my forestry? Do my bidding. Someone died again. Darn you settlers, stop dying on me. You've got food, you've got water. Most of you have clothes. Some of you are happy. Why are they unhappy now? What's your deal? The relative of the settlers died and has no grave. What? There's a, like, right there. Oh, I guess they got over it. They must have been laying on the ground for a minute. It's kind of like an oxygen not included. They just sort of die and lay where they fall for a little bit, and someone goes and picks them up a little bit, carries them off, sticks them on the ground. Oh, we finally have clothes for everyone. Task completed. Boom! I finally did something right. Humming. How much wood? Oh God. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? As much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. All right, good work. Task completed. Way to go, Chief. It'll be smooth sailing from here. Why do they suddenly have a headdress thing on? Okay. Well, we did something. We finally did something right. Oh my God. Go us. We're brilliant. We've mastered the game. We did one task successfully. But we still don't have enough tools for everybody yet. Okay, now that I don't have to do that task, I can go and build my campfire again. So screw you, game. Ha ha ha. Alright, take my campfire. Roberto Heredia Garland with the membership. Thanks for clicking that join button, Roberto. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Welcome to Team Green. Still low on food. Well, we have like 1,200. It's actually not that bad. It's obviously not as high as the when we had like 3,000 or whatever, but I have the fishery turned off at the moment because my population kind of dipped down. I had people focused on other things. So but the only real food income we have right now is from a little bit from farming and hunting, and I have everyone kind of tackling everything else. We could turn down the forestry now because we have some supply of that. I'm not trying to hit that objective anymore. And that would allow me to put 2 people in the fishery, and that will boost our food a bit. What's going on here? Oh, that's the gatherers for the berries. Right. Change field of work. Oh, geez, look at this. Demolish that. I don't want my people focusing on that. Scrap collector we're down to 3. But we got 583 scrap, so that's really not bad. I'm not worried about that at the moment. You know what's funny? The refiner, it shows 4 of 4. I have 6 buildings, but because I actually manually reduced the workforce on these plastic ones, it only shows a maximum of 4 opportunity in here. I gotta remember that I did that. Otherwise, we'll come back to the colony and be like, man, why aren't they doing what I told them to? Can't wait to see the smart settlers running away as not to live in a town managed by CrypticFox. Just you wait. They'll be so smart, they'll figure out how to convince me to do what they want in the colony, and then they won't have to run away. That's my theory. Schools. Starting at a certain age, a school provides children with a place to learn and become educated adults. Gee. Edumacated. Edumacations are for losers. And people that want to know things. Shh. Knowing things. Achievement unlocked. Glimmer of hope. Look at that. Surviving 101. Man, getting all the achievements in here. Oh, we got another task. Scrap metal. Oh man, I'm not gonna hit that. No way. Metal tools would be really nice to get, but I don't think I can get up there. I don't have enough people. I had to decrease my scrappage. Do I have a refinery yet? No, I don't. So the refinery, I think, does it take coal? Refinery. Oh, no, it doesn't. Simultaneously separates metal, cloth, plastic, or electronics from scrap. Simultaneously? What? I like efficient stuff. If I put it over here, it's going to wreck my forestry thing. I guess we can set it here. I can just realign where my forest is growing. They're not chopping and growing too quickly. I should actually set that for chopping and growing. Cut down and reforest. It's supposed to be OP. Oh, the refinery? I could see that. I mean, if this is running well, I don't need these 6 buildings here. I could demolish them and recapture the space, right? Ring, ring. 1 teacher for 25 kids or whatever. All right, sure. You guys go do that. Well, I guess there's only 14 kids, but that's not a bad class size. 14 to 1, I suppose. Wow, you can get 34 people working in this refinery. Well, no, actually not 34. If I take the 4 off, you can get 30 people working in this refinery. Crazy. I mean, if I had 34 people, I don't, but... Yeah, Fox, you show her, him, whatever. Just start making nonsense laws and distract them to what their overlord wants. That's right. You cannot drag a dead deer down this main street on Sundays. What's going on here? Why is it so gross looking? Everything's sparkly. It's like storming. Oh, geez, not even close. Forget this side task. In your face, side task. Back to 41 adults. I guess I can put a couple more people on building now. Get my building work done a little quicker. Banished Apocalypse style? Yeah, this game has a lot in common with Banished and Surviving the Apocalypse. Surviving the Apocalypse has that whole thing where you like go out to the main map and then you can send people on missions out to different areas to recover objects and stuff. And I guess in this game, you're gonna get to the point where you can send people to explore the ruins too. Settler is infertile due to old age, and that lowered their confidence. It's not my fault. Well, it might be actually. They were probably living in one of these shelters. Okay, it's mildly my fault. But I didn't make the radiation that made things bad. That's all you... Well, no, that's not on you either. That's just sort of what happened. Okay. I want to demolish these, I think. Get rid of all these, and we'll get all of our scrap people working in here instead. What's going on here? Settlers suffering from disease? What? Oh man, that's not good. I mean, I have herbs for medication, but I don't have real... I don't have the real medicines. Provide medical facilities and store herbs. Well, I've got stored herbs, but I wonder how well that'll actually work. Look at this. All these sick people here. Oh god, it's the plague. It's spreading. Oh no, it hit the pub. We can't have a disease at the pub. That's not cool, man. I guess that's a community. There's our medical facility. Stick that over here. Connect that up by a little logistical little roadway. Okay. Now, who can we train as doctors? I wonder if the disease only came along because people got smart enough to learn medicine from the school. Too similar to real life right now. Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of the way it's spreading, I guess. Yeah, and there's a certain amount of that. It's spreading pretty quickly, too. Still only says 5, but... No, okay, that's not... Oh, medic! Medic! Build that next. Oh no, I need electronics. I can't even make that thing. Okay, what do I need to make electronics? How do I make the electronics? This is resources. Do I make it in the workshop or something? Where do I make electronics? Do I have to find electronics? Is that a gathering activity? Logistics, warehouse, market, electricity. Can you guys make electronics in your fancy things? Nope, I can make tools or metal tools. That's it. That's problematic. It's COVID. It's not COVID. Can you provide the old settler with a foster child? I don't know. I thought you could in the refinery? Is it over here? Oh yeah, look at that. Electronomics. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oops, no, don't do that. Oh, crap. All right, whatever. 140. Okay, so we need people working over here. This is going to be important because we need them their electronics is. We only have 4 working the refinery now. I only have 2 to spare. Food's kind of critical right now. I can't strip people off of that. I've got all these people doing the... Well, I don't need a medic right now because that's not built, so I guess we can do another refiner. Scrap's not awful. Wood's not awful, so we could do another refiner there. Let's get someone else fishing. We have a stockpile of protective clothing now, so I can cut down on my tailors and we'll increase our hunting. And then I'll just double check that our hunting shack is still pointed somewhere where there's actual food. Yeah, there is. Okay. Alright. Let's see if that helps. This sickness is going to keep going up, though, until I get electronics enough to actually build this medical facility, unfortunately. Crows and cyclers to work in the refinery. I did, actually. I destroyed them all. They were right here. So they're all working in here now instead. There's no... Oh, wait. What's going on here? Why is there no electronics in production? Electronics can be covered from scrap. A recycler or refiners needed to do this. Electronics are mainly used for the power supply. Mission failed. Get out of here. I don't care about that. I gotta save my sick people. Oh, there we go. Now they're making electronics. Okay. Alright, get to work. We gotta get that hospital going. I don't know how bad the illnesses are in this game, whether they just like completely ravage your colony or what the deal is. But I'm thinking we're gonna find out. Oh god, another one died. Hang on there, people. You can do it. There's a drought coming too. That's gonna hurt. I have like no food. Hunting lodge. Needs boars or roe deer. There's a deer right there. Go get him. Get him. That's a stag. Does that not count? I feel like that should count. Go get that deer. There's 2 of them now. Hello? Bueller? There he goes. This guy's got it. Ammo! Wow, good shot. Got him in 1 shot, too. Master Hunter. This one's like following him home. You killed my daddy! No! It left. Oh, good. There's more deer. Okay, good. They can hunt those. Keep hunting, people. Oh, man. There's a lot of coughing going on here. Whole lot of coughing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For the win, I'm useful to someone in these dark days. You are. Oh, the refinery. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, good guess. It seems like the refinery is the only place you can make electronics, which is kind of weird, but... Although, maybe it was an option in the scrapping places that I destroyed. And I just didn't notice it. I didn't really prioritize it because it wasn't, like... Didn't seem like it was a main thing I needed to do. Let's build another farming field here, maybe. Orchard. An orchard provides food like fruits and nuts from trees. Although an orchard can be created without construction costs, it needs time to allow its trees to grow. This building's influenced by soil irrigation level. Well, there's a drought coming, so maybe I won't do that yet. That seems like it might not be the optimal time to focus on that. I have nobody gathering. Maybe that's what I should do. 2 gatherers. Oh god, someone else died. I told them to go to work and they died, like instantly. Settlers in poor health. Gather herbs to keep them healthy. Oh, I ran out of all my medication. Oh boy. Alright, so yeah, I really need to get the gatherers going. Because they gather, I think, both food and medicinal crops. So let's go like this. Crank up the gathering. We'll see if that helps. We've produced 12 of the 16 electronics we need to make the medical facility. Can we change any settings in the campfire pit? That's a good question. Nope. It's pretty much just campfire or demolish. Fox needs more herb. We can plant some of that over here. I gotta wait until after the drought and then we'll plant some more crops so we have those as an option. Maybe I'll put like an orchard in here. We'll see what that does for us. These houses here we can upgrade too, so they're more sturdy. I actually have like way more housing than I need at the moment. You can farm some amp to be consumed at the pub. Oh yeah. Crank up the gathering, a new variation on Magic the Gathering. Yes, that's right. much less magical. Much less magical. Ooh, is this built now? Yeah. Okay, we need a doctor. Doctor, give me a clue. Forestry. Let's go with. Just leave 2 builders for now, I guess. Keep one settler for random deliveries of things. Okay, so this one produces medicine. Requires. Of course it does. It requires herbs to do it. Darn it! I have no herbs. I'm sorry, people, but I think this plague's gonna take over. 23 people sick. 15 of them are in poor health condition now because we're all out of medicines. It's the end of the world as we know it. Like a zombie survival radioactive anno, I think. Yeah. So this game's like it's a blend of a game like Banished and very similar to one that like Surviving the Aftermath. But basically, we're building a community about 100 years after the end of the world. There was like a nuclear conflict or whatever, where everything got nuked. Stuff got destroyed. People lived in underground bunkers for like 100 years, and they've emerged back onto the surface to try to reclaim the land. So we're trying to build up a surviving, thriving colony of them, and so far all we've managed to do is give people the plague. So, you know, skills. They're all sick, but still having children. Well, there's not much else to do when you're observing social distancing, I guess. It's Fallout 76. Not exactly. I mean, it's just it is set in like a post-apocalyptic kind of landscape, though. 21 people in poor health. Oh my god. I wonder if they can all just like die from the plague on me. Is that a thing that happens in this game? And now we're in a drought too. So I did have some stockpiled water, which is helping, but my food stockpile was not really that great. Let's just see what happens when this rolls through. Everyone's a drug junkie. How do I get more medicines? I have them gathering here, but in the drought, I don't know that it actually does much. I think it's all just foods and stuff. Let's see. Can I do a... Is there a task specifically for herbs? Gather plants. Plants such as berries, mushrooms, or herbs. Yeah, so that's already kind of happening in my gathering posts. Oh, they're only gathering food here. I thought they gathered herbs also. Well, it's a drought. There's not really a lot of herbs to be gathered anymore. Oh no. Well, I think we're in trouble. I think they're all gonna die soon. $31 people in poor health now. Oh no. There's an herb gathering building? Resources. Oh yeah, there is too, the herbal hut. Should have built one of those sooner, I guess. Mistakes are made. What the? Apparently that's radioactive soil? Said what? Huh. Why is that soil all radioactive? Interesting. It's kind of the first we bumped into the radioactive stuff. Oh, they're removing radiation already. Okay. I guess they just take care of the radiation right away on their own? That's weird. Oh man, the drought's over already? Man, that was weird. That was actually not that harsh. All things considered. Alright. Nice field of polonium potatoes. Nothing says mashed potatoes like a creamy, gooey substance that glows in the dark. That's good eats. Just like Mom used to make. I wonder if the different types of crops have a different... Well, I mean, they have different yield, but... I guess that would make sense. Okay, let's plant another... I want to plant an orchard over here. Just because we can. Oh boy, look at that radioactive soil again. I guess wherever you built something and then demolished it, you end up with radioactive soil. That's kind of interesting. My trouble is going to be, I really don't have people that do these jobs. I'm doing all right for protective clothing. Let's take the tailors away for now. We'll put herbalists into work. There's a fair number of plants they can collect from in range, so that's good. Reduce our hunters, and we'll work on more farming. Refinery's going strong. We have a fair amount of scrap, cloth, metal, plastic, and we're working on more electronics. So that's not bad. Gee, Chief, we really don't need that much wood. Was this some kind of contest? What a pain. Next time we'll get it right. Why did they change clothing when they go through that? It's weird. All 34 of the adults are in poor health. Yes. Mission achieved. Actually, rainwash radiation away. If you use the radiation skin at the bottom during rain, you can see it moves as time passes. I mean, if you say so. It didn't say anything about there being radiation there until I went to do something. Like, yeah, so you can like see like some of this has radiation in it, but other parts of it don't. I don't know. It's weird. Poor cryptic town. It's a town with very low constitution. Only 25 of them are in poor health now, though. We're getting better. We got some herbs now. We're producing some medicines. Hey, look at that. We're recovering. Bam. Saved the day. Our growth has not been good, though. I mean, at our peak, I think we had 45 adults. We haven't really gotten past that. We're already down to 34. Use a trifold button on the bottom. Oh, this one down here, you mean? Terrestrial radiation. Click to display the terrestrial radiation. I mean, it's low everywhere, but I've already cleaned up here, so I can't see what it was. I mean, all things considered, there's not really a lot of radiation around here. Weird. We can also see the soil moisture, so we can see what the moisture levels are. Oh, it's like a roving dry spot over here. That's weird. Things are relatively dry with sweeping incoming more dryness, followed by wetness. That's weird. Man, it's almost mesmerizing. Just sit watching the patterns all day. Nighttime contamination levels. Oh, I should probably choose a seed. That would be a thing to do. Walnuts, apples. Maximum yield 240 food. Plums. Plums. Pecans. Pears. Growing time 5 seasons. 2.5 seasons for the pears. 3 seasons for plums. Let's grow some pears. See what that's all about. Oh, those lakes are really moist. Funny how that works. What do you mean it's all moist? Yeah, look how wet they are. Crazy. Hey Scott, how you doing? So is oxygen included in this game? Yes, fortunately oxygen is included. Food, water, living, not included. Man, we're down to 28 people. Yeesh. I'm running out of people to do things. One technician, 4 refiners, 3 farmers. I've only got singles of things down here. Builders, I'm not really building anything right now. I guess I can take those off. We'll use those people just to do general activities of delivering of things and stuff. Yikes. We have 19 medicine and 111 herbs. That's not bad. Nobody's sick right now, so I wonder if I should just build up a little bit of a stockpile of medicine and then turn the turn the medic off so that we're not wasting that resource when we don't need it. Where are the animals? There were some over here where we were hunting. Yeah, there we go. There's some deer running around. Doe, a deer, a female deer, and also a stag. So there are a few of them, but I haven't seen a lot. I think there's wild pigs and stuff you can find, too. Maybe I'll start upgrading houses. Maybe that'll make people happier. I mean, I don't have a... I'll have to assign builders again, but... Give me a builder. Bob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Lower refiners, you have lots of stuff. Bling-a-ling. Bling-a-ling. Well, I mean, we have lots of wood and scrap. Metal is getting up there. Plastic is nice. Got that maxed out. So they're not producing any plastic right now, but they're producing electronics, and they're making the metal, and they're making the cloth. I think you need animals for food. Well, we get food from a variety of sources. So I have farming going on right now. We're growing an orchard over here with some pears. It's going to take a couple seasons before that's ready to harvest. Over here we're growing peppers. So we got food from that. This here is a fishing shack down here. So with our fishery we can gather food. I have a hunting shack set up. Hunting lodge here. I actually need to change the field of work because the animals are not in range. There we go. So we have the hunting lodge here that's hunting animals for food. So there are a couple different food sources. It's not just the one. Do I have a watchtower? I don't know if there is a watchtower in this game. Let's see. Food, fishing hut, hunting lodge. Oh, unless you're talking about this here, the tower that's on the hunting lodge. Yeah, we have it. Select the kind of seeds for the little part of the orchard. I didn't actually set this little section here as an orchard. I guess I could. Apparently I can't. It's not big enough. I think the smallest size you can make is a 6x6, so I can't do that here. Can you pick up nomads like in Banished? I don't know. I haven't seen any. But we haven't really expanded out that far yet either. So like here's like our little colony's like right here. And then there's like the ruins of the old civilization kind of spread around. Like here's an old city. Ruined houses and stuff. All kinds of junk there. So there's all these ruins around that we can like gather resources from. But we haven't expanded out to really explore too far. My population size sucks. I'm at 29. They have decent housing. Decent housing, decent food, decent water. Well, I mean, those could be better, but they're not starving or anything. Protective clothing, tools. They've got a pub they can drink at. A little fireplace they can hang out at, or a fire pit. Do you think they're happy? No. Of course they're not. Never happy, these people. They just lived in a concrete bunker under the ground for 100 years. But they're not happy with this. Is this game on your Epic or Steam? Sorry, just joined. Hey, Token 71. No, this game is on Steam, and I think it's actually on sale until the 17th or something, 14th. Just give me 1 second here. See if we can find it. But it is on Steam. It's not on the Epic Store. Endzone. I was gonna put the link in the description. I may have forgotten. Maybe check the description. It might actually be there. Yeah, it's on sale until sometime. Here it is here. Endzone World of Parts. It is currently 15% off. These prices are Canadian, so obviously it will vary depending where you are, but it's on sale through the 17th of April. at the discounted price. The link should be in the description, I think, to where you can get it directly if it's something you're interested in playing. Now, bear in mind, this is early access, so there's a lot of features I think that they have intended for the game that they haven't built yet. There's only a very little bit of information they've released in terms of like a future roadmap. So I don't know exactly where this is going to go just yet. But so far, I mean, the like the level of detail in the game is pretty good. I like that you have like the individual people management as opposed to just a generalized population number that sort of subdivides themselves under different tasks. If I could just get my population back up again to do something useful, that'd be great. You need more Canado. It's like Monopoly Bunny. Upgrade houses for better health. Well, it's supposed to like I'm in the middle of upgrading them now, but it's supposed to make it so they handle storms and stuff better. So I'm gradually upgrading our cabins. I'm a little short on builders. Good old Canadian pesos. That's the rainbow plastic money pesos. Our money's colored very similar to the euro, and it's made of like similar materials too. So it's like plasticky, and there are parts on it where you like it's actually like fully transparent, where you can see right through. Yeah, I mean, look, our health isn't bad. Average health of all settlers is good. They're relatively content. They're not suffering from radiation. They've got food and water, places to sleep. They really have nothing to complain about, honestly. Except maybe because we don't have hard liquor or joints. We're only serving beer in the pub. Oh, wait a minute. Required resource for production. Water and grain. Oh, no! Oh, my God. I've been totally wasting the pub. What have I done with my life? Hold on. I mean, not that they're not happy already anyway, but what's the point of having a pub if you can't even serve them anything? There's no beer or anything here. Let's just make a field like right here. We'll grow some grain. We'll grow the grain right behind the pub. That would be, it's close for conversion purposes. Oh, that's a little radioactive. Oh yeah, medium radiation, low radiation. All right. At the very start of the game, I don't remember them having to like clean up the radiation on the soil before they could build the farm space, though. If you enjoy city building games with a whole lot of detail, you would love Ostriv. It's also early access from what I saw on YouTube already. It looks awesome. Is Ostriv the one that's it's like a medieval kind of town you're building? Biggest crop field he builds, one for the booze. That's right, Matthew. You got it. We gotta have that grain. We need to make the beer. Beer. Unfortunately, the beer is going to consume some of the water, but that's a worthwhile pursuit, really. It's a fair exchange, I think, all things considered. 17th century game. Okay. Hey, Descentor, how you doing? How do you make charcoal? Should be from wood. Yeah, we need a charcoal building. I was trying to get my population back up before I built too many new structures, because I've subdivided my workforce so much already. But there is a charcoal burner where we can turn wood into charcoal. And that would let us actually upgrade this to... Oh. Rainwater collector. No, that's not what I want. One of these I can upgrade... maybe it's the well? No, I thought I could upgrade one of these to the water tower. Storage is full. Oh, this is what I can upgrade to the water tower. But I need charcoal for that. Stockpile in this building is running low. Huh. Is there a shotgun? A shotgun for what? There isn't like anything to fight in here. Not that I've seen anyway. It's funny how quickly our population exploded at the start, and then it kind of... Oh, people are getting radiation poisoning. Oh, good. Somebody died. Hooray! There was much not rejoicing. Not happy with that at all. I think the houses actually have a different look to them, too. There's not even just, like, one individual model. They've got a few different building models here. That's kind of cool. It's nice that there's not just one look. Yes, yes, I failed the mission. Didn't store enough scrap away. Oh, no, radiation's everywhere. What? Get out of here. Choose seed. This one we need wheat. We're going to need more farmers for that job. And it's the constant struggle of having to subdivide your people that is a challenge in this. Alright. Give me that, I guess. This field's irradiated, so I guess there's a task I can give them to get rid of the radiation. Yeah. Please clean up that field. We eat from that. That would be great, thank you. Hunting lodge. No, that just doesn't have anyone staffed there. That's fine. Boy. Food's a problem. How are we doing for herbs? We have a decent stock of herbs. I'm going to turn off the herbalist for now. We don't need the medic because nobody's really... Oh, no, we do have sick people. Great. Fabulous. Just when I was going to turn it off, too. Get some more hunting. We need food. Let's talk of Ostriv after your earlier comment on game details, since in there you can see the builder construct step by step, or construct the step by step the structure, and paths are organically built as they travel around. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the one thing I find with most of these city building things is you end up kind of like with a lot of grid building because everything's at right angles. Everything's like a rectangle or a square. There's a game called Dawn of Man that I want to play too that seems to be a little bit more organically laid out, which is interesting. Is there a duck? Duck, duck, goose? I don't say duck. Subdividing people sounds painful. When you gotta draw and quarter your population, that's usually bad news. Next seed, none. What? What's going on here? Choose seed. Wheat. Choose seed. Did I not do that right before? Might have made a mistake there. Alright. Oh look, our orchard's growing nicely. These will be ready to harvest soon, I think. It's the herbal hut. I do want that charcoal burner. I just need more people. More people. I have living quarters for like 60 people, and we have like 33. Play that tomorrow. Which Ostriv? What's your favorite YouTuber? I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, there's a few of them that I check out periodically. I like watching some of Dre's stuff. Every now and then I'll check out stuff from Gray Still Plays. Lately I've been watching a little bit of Glock 9 because I've been trying to learn a little bit more about 7 Days to Die, and he seems to play a lot of it. Oh, I didn't hit the green button the first time? That figures. Mistakes were made. I tend to watch Phil DeFranco to watch like news clips and that kind of stuff because I'm old and I watch news. Now what? More death. Oh my god. How do you keep people from dying in this game? Or can you even? Oh man, that was somebody who works on the water too. Well keepers, one of two. Ooh, we have more settlers though, so some children might have grown up. That's good. I'm getting low on protective clothing again, so I should get some tailors working again. Herbs are okay for now, so I'm not going to work on boosting that. We'll get more farmers going. And we'll leave 2 randoms to run around doing random things. And we'll upgrade some more of our cabins too. Maybe they'll be happier with me if they got a decent place. Jacksepticeye is fun to watch. Yeah, I watch Jacksepticeye every once in a while too. 7 Days to Die was hilarious. I like that game. It's actually a lot of fun. There's a surprising amount of detail in it for a game that doesn't seem that high end. If Phil DeFranco was stressing you out, so you were much happier. Yeah, I just I follow the news and stuff anyway, so sometimes it's nice to get just like some bite-sized news things. And frankly, you know, sometimes a lot of the mainstream media is like super slanted in one direction or another. There's one guy who was so proud he could keep his loved ones from dying. You might want to ask him for help in this game. Who was that, Lazarus? Or was he? No, he was the guy that came back from the dead, right? I hate all media, so there is that. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate all media. I just think, I don't know. Sometimes they focus on the wrong things. It's all, you know, it's very much like, you know what? Media is very much like YouTube. It's all about what can you get people to click on and demonstrate an interest in. So oftentimes it tends to focus on the negative because that's what people are driven to. Like I in a lot of ways, I feel like a lot of people that say they really hate the media structure, it's because they hate the patterns of what people are consuming. Because all the media is doing is just chasing after what people will consume. As long as the people are providing an audience for it, the media is going to keep chasing it because that's where their money is, right? The whole thing's a money-making scenario. It's like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Got my news from those trusted sources. Guy Ladouche from MXC. I have no idea who that is. I see. The thing is, I don't lean really right wing or left wing. And being in Canada, I tend to follow the U.S. politics because it's almost like a reality television show for me. It's so dramatic compared to Canadian politics. Like in Canada, like the politics are like, last week somebody blew their nose the wrong way. They didn't throw out their tissue correctly. And then in the US it's just like, it's this overblown huge drama, so it's really like reality TV. Oh man. If you like 7 Days to Die, you should play its War of the Walkers mod. Any 7 Days questions, check out Cage848. He's always has amazing content. Yeah, I've seen some of his videos around too. More often than not, when I'm consuming YouTube content, it's more like late at night. If I'm like cooking dinner, I'll put something on sometimes, or if increase your population. I've been working on it. It's not working. Or if I'm working sometimes, because I work from home most of the time, I'll put something on YouTube while I'm working. But yeah. You should check out MXC. It's not news like at all. It's a game show. Oh, really? Oh wait, is that like the most extreme thing, like the Asian game shows or whatever? I don't know what some of the stuff that your prime minister has done. Well, yeah, I mean yes and no. I don't know that, again, I don't know that his stuff is really all that dramatic. Here's the thing. What I find in Canada is when politicians do something inappropriate, people get offended. In the US, when people do things inappropriate, crimes happen and people die. So it's kind of a different scale altogether. Most extreme elimination challenge. Okay. It's dubbed Takashi's Castle. Is that the one? Is MXC the one where they have like those giant obstacle course kind of things, and they do like just ridiculous things, and people get? You'd swear people should be getting hurt, but they're not necessarily. You are not wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're harvesting the wheat, which means we're producing of the beers. Oh yeah. Happiness should be going through the roof. Oh no, everyone's getting irradiated. What happened there? Sellers become infertile or die from high levels of radiation. Ruh-roh. How do you treat radiation? I mean, can we make iodine in this game? Is that a thing? Hey you, turn herbs into iodine. Does that work? Oh, it's a drought too. Good times. Contaminated settlers. Equip settlers with protective clothing. I guess I just have to get them better protective stuff. So, before I can do that, we need to make charcoal, because I simply don't have the materials to make more protective things. And that would be through the charcoal kiln. We'll make one of those over here. We'll stick it over by the housing, because everybody loves to breathe the smoke from the charcoal kiln. Oh, that's radiated too. Yeah, everything's radiated now. No wonder everyone's getting radiation sickness. How do you make iodine? I'm not familiar exactly with the process, but I'm certain it's not derived from an herb. Hello, I'm new. What game is this? Looks like a futuristic Banished. This is Endzone. And it does have a lot of Endzone, or sorry, it's Endzone: A World Apart. It does have a lot of similarities with Banished, and also games like Surviving the Aftermath. Basically, there was a nuclear conflict or whatever. The world was destroyed. Everything got irradiated, and the people went into like underground bunkers for 100 years, and they've now emerged on the surface. And are these people glowing? They've got radiation poisoning. They're literally glowing. All right, good job. Our people glow in the dark now. They'll never get lost. Anyway, so they've been in the ground for like 100 years, and they've come out to the surface now. The world's in ruins, and you're kind of like rebuilding a community, I guess, to repopulate this area of the planet, or whatever the case might be. Achievement: A New Beginning. 40 or 50. I wish you could see what these achievements are without, like, leaving the game. They'll die by the smoke. I mean, one would think it should, but remove radiation, clear the building area, produce wood. Some of the sound effects over here sound like zombies. It's a little weird. I mean, so far with all the droughts that we've had, our food and water has held relatively stable, but okay, the drought's ending already. The water's back. We can fish and drink again. I can ride a bike again. Ooh, we're up to 40 adults now, too. Apparently the drought kept everyone at home a little bit, and they got busy. Kind of funny how they went into hiding underground if they don't have anything new with them once they're out, like vehicles or food or other stuff. Best survival game: 7 Days to Die, The Forest, Green Hell, Space Engineers, and Empyrean. The Forest I haven't tried, although I've heard it's really good. Green Hell I have, I really like that. 7 Days to Die I've just started to play, even though it's an older game. It's from like 2013 or something. Space Engineers and Empyrean I haven't tried yet. How does the fish come back? The water completely dries out. Through the power of magic. Don't you mock my fish. You know what's funny? The radiation levels really only started to jump up dramatically when I started growing grain to make beer. I feel like it's a conspiracy of sorts. But the population improved also, so beer equals population apparently. It's just like real life, this game. To 42 adults now. The children are going down though. They're not. Maybe okay. Maybe that's not the case. Okay, they're not really producing the children. They're just growing up. Okay, I need to. Okay, we have 11 settlers now. Okay, so we can work on. Let's get some more medicine. We only need a little bit. We'll put 3 people in the charcoal burner. Food's a little bit on the low side. Water carriers, we can increase that. Let's get some more farmers working so we can get that grain going a little better. And then maybe another fisher person. Who needs a mortician? We've got one mortician. They can deal with all the death. There's been a lot of it, but they can handle it. Need the village crazy guy who wears a tinfoil hat running around saying the beer is tainted by a giant man in the sky who tells them what to build. Yeah. Sounds about right. What does the radiation overlay look like now? That's a good question. Let's take a look at that. It's still relatively green. There's a spot over here that's yellowish. So this is getting toward the medium-high end of things. I mean, the area we're in is still relatively low radiation. It's not really bad. This spot here just is not great. And then I guess over here it must be radiation-free, which is kind of weird. I don't know how that's even possible. I should have built more to the left. If I'd looked at the radiation overlay, it would have made more sense to build more over this side instead of over towards the radiated side. Live and learn. Maybe next time we'll take a look at that before we get started. The deer we're hunting are in the radiation zone? Alright. That just means they're pre-cooked. It's fine. It's kind of like buying food from Maple Leaf. It's good. No, that's not what I want. This is the one I want. Change field of work. Let's see if we can find animals they can hunt elsewhere. Jeez. Oh, there's pigs. Piggies! Okay, I guess we can send them down here. It may not be as radiated down here. It's only mild radiation there. But there's some deer and pigs down here that might actually get some food from. I wonder, are they just going to stay radiated, or do I have to, like, actually give them better gear to make the radiation go down now? Maybe need to go turn off the nuclear center ruins. I don't think they're running anymore. They're just sort of hanging out over there. Eventually we can break them down, but... Wait, why do the animals survive? 'Cause animals are hardy. I don't know. Because games. Thanks for streaming and cheering people up during these hard times, Fox. Well, thanks, Jade. Thanks for coming to enjoy the streams. Make no mistakes. I do this probably more so for me. Not to sound rude or anything, but I really enjoy streaming, and I like the fact that people enjoy coming to hang out at the streams. It's fun to chat with people while I play. It's nice that I can entertain people and everything also, but at the end of the day, if I hated this, I wouldn't do it. So I'm just glad everyone likes to come and enjoy it with me. The clean rain washed the radiation, and that radiated rain added to it. So you could have built on the left, and then after some rain, having sick. Oh, so like, is there like certain rain that's radioactive and some that's not? Unknown contamination. Build a weather station and forecast. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So once I have the weather station, they'll cover up like the rain collector, for example, so it doesn't get polluted with radiation. But then I can tell what kind of rainstorm it is, whether it's a radioactive one or not radioactive one, or... that was down in... Jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, water's critical. Huh. Why? Nothing changed with the water. Those wells really don't seem to produce a lot. Kind of funny how that works. Low water reserves. Accumulate more water or build up larger stockpiles. Well, that's great, thanks. I've been trying to, but they only accumulate it so quickly. When you can only have 5 water carriers, they can only collect it so fast. I guess I could build another... well. Water everywhere. Irrigation plant system increases soil moisture. Not worried about that. If I build a well over... I want it to be close enough to the cistern that we can actually... Nope, that didn't work. Gwen with a membership. Gwen Scanlon. Thanks for clicking on the join button, Gwen. Appreciate that. Welcome to Team Green. Maybe I should put the water well over where it's not radioactive. Does that make sense? Should I maybe do that? Well efficiency is only 80% if I put it here because it's close to another well. But I want it to be in range of this, so they store it. So we'll just do side-by-side wells. Even 80% will be better than nothing. Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, the radioactive soil. Good times. There's a freaking lake right there. They are gathering water from the lake. So I could build, I guess, a second cistern, and then they would do a second. I could have more water collectors, I guess. That, I suppose, would work. It just seems a little weird to have 2 cisterns when this one's not even getting filled up, but... No food equals death. Well, we have 1,278 food. It's the water that's really low right now that I'm a little more worried about. Got our 3 well keepers. I I should be able to upgrade this now. Yeah, we can upgrade this to a water tower. Let's set this for next build. So with this water tower, we can actually filter the water and get rid of the radiation that's in it, and then maybe my people will stop getting sick. That would be novel. Can you upgrade any of your current water facilities to water tower? Just this one here, the one cistern that I had. Failed mission. Get out of here. I failed most of those things. Uh-oh. 6 settlers. I have medical facilities, and they have reduced medicine, apparently. Water carriers, 0. What the heck happened there? Where'd all my water carriers go? Oh, because the tower was not... Oh, right. That's why. Okay, so that was my issue. The water tower allows you to have more carriers. The cistern, I can only have 5. With the water tower, I can have 10. Which is a pretty dramatic difference. Like, doubles up the amount you can have carrying it. So, I just thought it would give me a larger storage tank, not necessarily allow me to collect more at once. Because I wasn't even filling up the cistern, but now that I have more people carrying it, that should solve our water problem a bit. I think in the clothing area... Let's go for the activated carbon mask. So we'll have one making scarves and one making activated carbon masks. And we will see if that helps with our radiation as well. Although I could use more tailors. Human body's like 70% water. You have untapped resource you aren't even considering. What are you talking about? There's a whole lake there they're collecting from. Getting strong Age of Empires vibes from the sound effects. I guess I could kind of see that, particularly with that like the drum thing, like da-da. That's kind of Age of Empires-ish. Yeah. So these jetties here, by the way, Rabbit Dog, they're use these to run out and grab water from the lake, and they're storing them in the water tower. Although I don't see anyone actually going down there right now, which is kind of weird. But you can't have the cistern without, or the water tower without having the jetty. I guess. Nope, this is radiated. Good times. How do I solve for that? There's radiation in the water supply. They poisoned the water hole. How do I get rid of that? This building produces contaminated resource. That's good eats right there. I think the radiation went down from 4 to 3, though. Are there bugs? You mean like insects in the game, or do you mean like bugs in terms of like the game having bugs? Because there's a thing up here for reporting bugs, but insects, though, I don't know that I've seen any. Yeah, but the water's radiated, so you have to filter it. Well, this tower here has a filter in it. If I turn it on. Oh my god, I gotta turn it on? I thought it did it automatically. Amount of water filtered by coal, 600. I need more coal. This building requires charcoal to filter radiation from the water, and apparently they haven't delivered any, so that's good. Oh, I can change the field of work on this thing? Oh, man. I'm doing this the hard way. I was trying to get everything to fit within the range of it, and I didn't realize I could change the range, the work coverage area. Okay, they delivered coal here, so we have enough they can filter a bit. Let's see if that helps. More death. The deaths and the dyings. Oh, now it's filtered. Insects. Yeah, I don't know if they have insects. I mean, I haven't seen anything. Like, maybe there's... I'm kind of wondering if there's, like, an effect we can have where it's like a swarm of locusts or something. Crop yield. Yeah, stop dying, people. Our graveyard's only so big. I feel like I'm not making progress. Like, we've just been kind of idling in place here. Population's not really growing, and because it's not really growing, it's hard to expand. They're surviving, and that's about it. Just because you built it doesn't mean the water will come until you turn it on. Yeah. They automatically restoring the water there, but yeah, I need a graveyard keeper. All the games I play are secretly interconnected. This building produces contaminated resource. Yum, yum, yum. Not the contaminated beer. Highly contaminated rain. That's good times. 87% full of contaminated rain. When just a little bit won't do you. Have a lot. What's the insect on the top left of the screen? This is for reporting bugs in the game. So it's like for reporting technical bugs. You click on this and it triggers a bug report. Blah, blah, blah. Policy, yada, yada. Decline. Increase your population. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Remember to save. Save to go back at any time. And it's auto-saving. Oh. Maybe not. Save game. First, train wreck. Save game. Oh my god, that's slow. There we go. I kept seeing the disc pop up, and I thought it was just saving automatically, but apparently not. Are your houses full? They do not reproduce in shelters, so if your houses are full, no more babies. I don't think the houses are full, to be honest. Blah, blah, oh, maybe they are. I have 6, 7. Oh, this one's not full. Well, they're occupied. Everything's occupied. I don't know. I built shelters in order to try to like slow our population growth, but I didn't really want the population growth just to stop, which it kind of did. It hit that level of like 45, and got stuck there, and then it's just kind of hovered going down, a little bit up, and a little bit down. Nailed it. Maybe you should build a temple or guard patrol towers before the temperature dips. What's this now? Ain't none of them things. We ain't got none of them. What else can we do community-wise? We've got the school, we got the pub, weather station. I could probably build that now, I guess. Wow. I said, good lord. That thing's huge. I guess we'll build it out here, maybe? Maybe not. This thing's really big. I guess I'll tuck it like back here or something. Rah, that's a lot of radiation they're gonna get to play with. Congratulations, people. You get to get super irradiated, making the weather thing so you'll know when the radiation's coming. Good for all of you. That thing's huge. It's a little nutty. I'm out of herbs. I'm out of herbs. I'm also out of settlers again. Man. I'm gonna have to, maybe we'll cut back on the farmers a little bit. It might reduce our beer production though. I'm a little concerned about that. We'll get some more herbalists working. Generator can only keep you warm for so long. Don't forget to research steam sawmills. Oh yeah. Good old Frostpunk. That's a really good game. It's a shame that it doesn't get more interest, to be honest. I thought Herb was a settler. Sure, that's Herb over there. We got Bob over in the corner. Sometimes Bob smokes Herb. Radiation for everyone. Hey, if you're gonna have a little bit of radiation, why not have a lot? You know, spread the wealth. Count 9 houses, so 18 adults, which means 27 in shelters. Not doing babies, even with beer. Yeah, but I was hoping that, I guess maybe what happened is that we basically, our rate of production of children has basically matched our rate of death. This has 11 people in it. That school does not have any people in it. I built 2 shelters, right? This one has 13 people in it. So we've got like 24 people that aren't in shelters, or sorry, aren't in houses. But I don't know, maybe I should build some more housing over here by the graveyard. This could be the graveyard crew. It's not radiated over here as bad, so if we build over here... I wonder if they need to be in range of the water source in order for it to consider them getting water. Inquiring minds want to know. I could build down here, but that'll eliminate a whole bunch of trees, but I guess I'm not really... Am I gathering there still? Where's my gathering hut? Oh yeah, there's still lots of gathering going on there. So I don't really want to nuke that, because that's a lot of good gathering space. Maybe we'll just build out here. If we go to housing, build some sturdy houses out here. You hear the crackling noise like a Geiger counter. All right, good times. It's nice and radiated out here. All right, we'll try to boost our baby making facilities. Build a cemetery in a radiation zone to see if zombies will rise for science, of course. Excellent. Wait a minute. If it works though, then that's problematic. Nuke them all. Let the radiation. Oh, I missed that. Nuke them all. Let the radiation sort out the survival of the fittest. More housing equals more people. I graduated the 3rd grade. Yeah, but technically we were producing more people, right? Because they were reproducing here. But I think it's just that our rate of child production was matching our rate of death. So we were just sort of hovering. I didn't want exponential growth because I can't feed and water everybody if it grows too fast. I just didn't really want it to stagnate quite as badly as it did. Think about it. Use the zombies as a workforce. That'd be great. Radioactive zombies. They glow in the dark, so they don't need lights to work. Perfect. Sounds fabulous. Exit. Stage left even. I should clean up some more scrap, maybe. Clean up that so we can build over there. Or I guess even if I use hunting lodge, scrap yard, we could actually just change the field of work from here over to here. And then, what do I actually have focused on the scrap collecting? Just one. That's alright. Better quality zombies will increase your harvest rates. Can you make an animal shelter? No, not so much. Oncoming drought. We've been lucky. I haven't seen any sandstorms yet. Upgrade. Upgrade. I think that will be all the housing upgraded. Also put gold quality seeds on them to get the best wine. What's this game about? Basically, it's 100 years after the end of the world. There was some sort of a nuclear fallout where people blew each other up. The world basically got destroyed, and the surviving people went underground for 100 years. And the 100 years is over now, and they've now emerged onto the surface, and we're building a community for them to try to live and survive in. So we have to supply them with all the basic needs, and then manage through like seasonal events that happen, like droughts. I gather there's some other environmental events that can happen also, like sandstorms and things, although we haven't seen a sandstorm yet. Can we upgrade the pub? Add a pool table or darts? Nope, no upgrades here. We can let the people have joints, but we're not even keeping up with the beer production right now. No workforce available. Click the open worker disposition. Oh, nobody's working at the pub. Oh. Well, I mean, we have no beer anyway. We gotta get the grain. We have no scrap collectors. That's good also. Awesome. Darude Sandstorm? That's right, Darude Sandstorm. Dang, you're a wretch on that game, or you are pro? Not sure I understand. There's always lots of dupes that I play, yeah. Drunk people equals death. No. Drunk people equals life. Oh, we have no cloth because I haven't been gathering stuff. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. And I need cloth to finish building this thing. Okay, I gotta shuffle my people again a little bit. I need more scrap collectors because that produces the cloth. Food's not awesome. Water's better than it was, but not awesome. Medicine is built up again, so let's reduce this. Increase our scrap collectors. Nobody's sick right now. Well, actually, people have radiation sickness, but I should probably not bring a medic in yet. Or, sorry, cancel the medic. Bartender passed away from radiation. He was, he's been sampling the product too much. It's a sure sign he should have been working there in the first place. This town needs a nightclub. Drunk people equals families. That's right. That hasn't worked for us yet, but it's my theory anyway. All these things are lacking people. No workforce. No workforce. Actually, it's Danica Sandstorm. His mother raised it, right? He was nuked. Got nuked by the beer. What a way to go. Oh, what's going on here? Oncoming sandstorm. Slows your settlers down, redistributes radiation, and damages buildings. Oh, great. Redistributes radiation. So, like, on the radiation map, we might find that where we're right... Oh, there it comes. Boom. Sandstorm. Okay, I can still sort of see my people. Oh, that blew over quick. Really? That's it? That was the whole sandstorm? Wow, look at all this spot over here that's not even radiated. And the spot that was over here that had radiation is now gone. That's interesting. The sandstorm actually made it better for us. That's kind of wacky. My people are already living in the houses that are more durable against the sandstorms anyway. So that really didn't hurt. Interesting. Sigh of relief. Refiners. I have one working in the refinery. These tailors are not useful because I don't have any cloth. Let's set them on refinery. So say there needs to be a mod on Conan Exiles that plays Druid Sandstorm when there's a sandstorm. The trouble is they're really quick to do copyright claims. Even if you like, if you mimic their song with your mouth kind of thing, they file a copyright claim. So it's... Oh, repair info. No, we can't let the pub be damaged. Fix it, quickly. Must have place to serve beer. Oh, everything's kind of damaged. Oh my god. Okay, I guess they're running around repairing everything right now. Okay, our weather station is in now. Set the rain contamination level at which the respective buildings are supposed to be covered to protect them. So rainwater collectors in fields. So let's maybe set them when it's high. So if there's high radiation coming through, they'll cover up the fields and they'll cover up the rain collectors. Well, maybe we'll do rainwater collectors at medium. Oh look, it's already covered. They covered it over so it won't collect any more nastiness in it. That's interesting. I do like the level of detail in this game. You can get like right down pretty close and see stuff. I wish I could get like right down to the street level with the people, but maybe someone will end up putting in a mod or something for that. That'd be cool. Elevator music. Making kids like crazy. Yeah, we're up to 15 now. That's because we added 3 more houses over here. Got good news and bad news. The good news, the pub you built to raise morale has a jukebox. The bad news is all music, elevator music. No, not the elevator music. We can't take any more elevator music. Let's build a road over here. We can do more water collection here. Failed! You failed! I feel like, man, I've missed almost all of them. There should be an achievement for failing most of the tasks. I feel like that would be a good thing to have. I want to do housing over here by the weather station. So I'm going to do logistics. Let's get the baby factory on full production mode. Connect all that up. Oops. There we go. And then in housing. I think I overlapped those funny. It's hard to tell because of the radiation stuff on the ground. Cancel. Sturdy house. There we go. What the heck? There we go. That's what I wanted. We'll try to build enough housing out here that we can actually like get rid of some of the communal housing we have in play. Feels like Surviving the Aftermath. Yeah, it has a lot of elements in common with Surviving the Aftermath, and also Banished. I find in general like a lot of these games that that follow a particular genre end up adopting many of the same mechanics and tropes and stuff. I'm curious to see how this one continues to develop. It isn't early access. It just came out recently. It's on sale on the Steam store for 15% off through April 17th. I have a link in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. They do have a small roadmap in terms of like some updates and stuff that they have planned for new features and capabilities in the game. But it's still pretty early on. It only just recently came out of like beta, so interested to see what direction they go with it and what they continue to add in. Like that pub's playing Barry White or some stuff. All right. Can't get enough of YOLO, baby. Nobody's even using the pub right now. We don't have anyone who can work there. I don't have enough people that I can actually put somebody working at the pub right now. I got them all focused on things that are keeping people alive as opposed to just entertained. Our water is finally increasing, which is nice. Random, but are you going to do more with Last Autumn? Jesse, I probably won't. Not because I don't like the game, because I actually really like Frostpunk. I think it's an amazing game. But it didn't really draw a whole lot of interest. So what I find a lot of time is when I'm trying to decide what I'm going to play. Sometimes I play something just because I want to, knowing it's probably not going to do well. A lot of other times I'm kind of balancing between stuff that I want to play and stuff that I know that people are going to want to watch, because ultimately I want the channel to grow over time. It doesn't necessarily have to have explosive growth, although that would be awesome. But I do want it to grow over time. So I'm always weighing decisions between, you know, what I want to play and what I should play. So because of that, I probably won't play any more Frostpunk just now, unless they happen to come out with another update. I wonder if I can put another jetty out here and get like a second water tower. There, we'll do like a... we'll do like a cistern out here instead of a water tower. I don't really have enough people to staff all this stuff anyway, but... I figure if we have a second source to collect water from, that may not be bad, considering that seems to be the thing that I'm challenged with a lot. Ooh, I'm all out of wood. Where's my lumber mill? Alright, people. Focus on cutting down. And then I should probably make sure I actually have workers. Ooh, I got one. Good job, buddy. He's doing a lot of work, that one guy. I'll have to play Final Fantasy VII. Have a good stream. See you, Still Snow. Did that come out? Is that coming out at like midnight tonight? I think I played Final Fantasy VII a really long time ago, and I can't remember whether I did or not, because I missed most of them. The Steam Store, they have the developer's roadmap for April and May, featuring coming features. Yeah, so they have, like I said, they have a little bit of information there, but not a ton. And there's more coming down the road, I would imagine. have plenty of workers real soon. Hopefully, we got 18 kids now, so if they can keep spicing up the kid life there. Our water's really growing now too. 3,200. It's finally getting up there. It's already out there? Oh, nice. What was? I thought it was a Friday release, but did it come out sooner than that? Was it like yesterday, today, kind of thing? Yeah, I know I have no more wood. I have my log cutters set on over here. I have them set to cut this stuff down. They just haven't done it yet, or there's too many places that are already reserving wood, so this stockpile is not going up because it's going immediately to the build products I've already given out. Yeah, it's Friday in Japan. Yeah, yeah. I just wondered whether it came out sooner than I thought. It wouldn't be the first time I was wrong on a release date. Watch out for food with all these new kids. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. I need some of them to turn into adults so I can quickly staff up some of the jobs that I have. Yeah, midnight is Friday here on the, but it's already past midnight overseas. Came out today since Nogla is streaming it live right now. Oh, nice. Settlers contaminated, 2 of them. Population's going not the right direction. We've doubled the number of kids we had though. We only had like 8 of them, and now we got 16. So that's something, I guess. Doubling up on the Barry White music. Alright. Hey Fox, surprise, still streaming. Yeah, I was gonna stop at 11 and just do a 2-hour stream, but I kind of wanted to see how long we could last out. I actually thought we might find ourselves being all sorts of dead, but our colony survived. So surprise, surprise. Change field to work for the scrap yard. Let's oh, there's scrap all in the woods down here. All right, give me all that. Give me them scraps. Imagine that. Too many builds scheduled for the supplies you have. Better go crush some more refined copper ore. I've never done that before. I don't know what you're talking about. Surprised these lasted that long. Thanks, Joe. Hey, I suck at games, but you know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. All right. Well, nevertheless, it is rolling up on midnight my time. I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. Again, this is Endzone: A World Apart. If you are interested in playing the game, it is on sale on the Steam store for 15% off through April 17th, I believe it was. It's either April 14th or April 17th. I keep getting that mixed up in my brain. Nevertheless, you can get it there. The game is in early access, so there is still stuff that's going to be changing about it. It may still have some bugs because it just came out, I don't know, like a week or 2 ago. Out of beta into early access. It's kind of fun. If you enjoy these kinds of city building games, I recommend maybe going to check it out. Thanks again to the developer for providing me with a code so that we could play the game at no additional cost. So thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. And thanks everyone for coming to hang out tonight. Tomorrow night I will be streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I just haven't decided on the game yet, so it's going to be kind of like a last minute surprise while I figure out what I'm going to play. But thanks again everyone. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.